Stop in a minute. Making my choice, it ain't no stalling. I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm living the first, doing the. My bad, bro. That's enough, man. Cause I heard the voice, got an option. What's going on with that? What's good, bro? Oh, you look to the thing, man. You look to the thing, man. I hope that. It's playing. Yeah, I wasn't on the speaker. I think I'm speaking on it. I'm giving them praise all of my days and all of my ways, and follow the perfect example. Put it on first and I'm gamble. I'm sick. You keep going out. Let's speak on that stuff. I just play on this. Praying, he writing my name, not making a block, putting in work, serving until I return to the dirt. Crying loud, sparing not, and boldly proclaim the reign of heaven on earth. I'm keeping it first. I'm going all in, all in, all in. Hearing this voice, making my choice. It ain't no stalling. I'm going all in, all in, all in, all in. Living the first, doing the work, never go call in. Going all in, all in, all in. Cause outside of his will, it's utter destruction. It really ain't no escape. Chosen before the world. I walk in my call and literally living my faith. Messiah's the king of all. The son of Yahuwah, and that is not up for debate. Bread on my plate. Yeah, the God Elohim, the same as king of esteem. Reigning supreme, making it all of my dreams. Just to be part of his team. Lift up his name, do what he say, escaping the flame, getting eternal crown. When he come, you found no spot, no limits of blame. Take us a game, open the book, and see the reward of the wicked. Perfect your aim when you miss it, put it work to get you a ticket. Hey, I'ma do what it takes, so I'm willing to die for mine. To lose at the game, go read Luke chapter 9. I'm going all in, all in, all in, all in. Hearing this voice, making my choice, it ain't no all in. Yeah, going all in. Damn, thank you, man. I can't get this thing to act right for nothing, man. That's what I'm looking for. Which one would you rather be, motivated or dedicated? You know what I'm saying? People say that they want to be, I want to be motivated. I've been on my stone lately. Yeah, I'm up pillow meditating. Conversating with the room, getting to know his voice. So I can move with my side, tell me my choice. You know what it means to be Israelite. People notice, do they see the change in your life? Are you motivated? Are you dedicated? It's a difference. I'm not extended. Prostrate when I bring these been faithful. Face bow to the ground, hands to the heavenly. God's hand on my mind, constantly hastily. You should probably do the same if you try to make it. I hear you scream, you an Israelite. Do you know what it means to be Israelite? I hear you scream, you an Israelite. Do you know the true meaning to be Israelite? I hear you scream, you an Israelite. Do you know what it means to be Israelite? I hear you scream, you an Israelite. Do you know the true meaning to be Israelite? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? One truth, one Christ, one blood, one sacrifice, one testimony. You better know it. One kingdom, hopefully I'm going. That's what I'm all about. Hopefully it's showing. Every time I open up, I'm growing. Every time I open up, I'm not gonna skip the flowing. Cause I can't even hit the head of my top thing all knowing. I hear you scream, you an Israelite. Do you know what it means to be Israelite? I hear you scream, you an Israelite. Do you know the true meaning to be Israelite? Do you? I hear you scream, you an Israelite. But do you know what it means to be Israelite? I hear you scream, you an Israelite. But do you know the true meaning to be Israelite? Do you? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know what it means to be Israelite? So you see, motivation is real thick. That's what I'm saying. It's basically a sugar rush. When you think about how we desire or a short-term sugar rush. Right? But when the circumstances change, so is your motivation. But see, to somebody who's dedicated to the cause, the circumstances is not going to sway whether they stay on track or not. They're going to keep going. So I'm here to tell you that the best thing you rather be dedicated to this rather than motivated.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to stop. That's my favorite song. I keep that joke playing at work. I keep all praise, honor, and great glory.
Yes,
is unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. Yeshua HaMashiach.
yes, sir.
The dedicated one. He was dedicated and then dedicated to the cause. He was dedicated before time. The lamb slain before the foundation of the world. He gonna come back and get it right.
Yes, sir.
For Israel, because of Israel, and between Israel. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you. I got my bruise with me.
Yes, sir.
I got Brother Aziz to my immediate right.
Yes, sir.
I got my little brother sitting over in the corner, stoved off. D-Rose in the building.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Shalom. Shabbat shalom, family.
Family, want to say happy feast of dedication to the brothers and sisters worldwide. Brothers, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight, number one. All praise to the Most High. I want to thank my Bane week before last week. He came out with a dedication lesson, and I said all praise to the Most High. The Ruach is working because I already had one in the clip ready to fire it off. And when he started running through his script, I said, well, I got to go back and revamp mine, but I'm giving it to him. So the title of tonight's lesson is The Mystery of Dedication. Belief and obedience to the law. So we're going to go through some different steps of dedication. We're going to go through some different traits of dedication. We even going to go through the steps of accountability, which I know that's a curse word to Israel. Accountability.
Right.
Don't nobody want to be held accountable for their thoughts, their action, or their words.
Right.
But we're going to go through the steps of accountability and how they relate to being dedicated. Because, see, that's one of the biggest things that we don't ever want to be held accountable.
Right.
We want to say some sugar honey iced tea, do some sugar honey iced tea, think some sugar honey iced tea, and then think we, no accountability.
Right.
So we're going to go through those steps tonight. And we're going to go through the mysteries of accountability. We're going to first start out, Brew, in 2 Maccabees.
Copy that.
Let me get my deal here. You know how I do. I like to give my pictures and words, making sure a joker understand. That way if you can't read, if you can't hear, you can read.
Right.
So I don't want to hear about, well, I didn't see. No, if you didn't see it, you can read it. If you couldn't hear it, you heard something. Let me present my screen before you get in there, bro.
Copy that.
And entire screen. And then I'm gonna share my screen. Where am I? Well, we're gonna read that second Maccabees first. Let me do the second Maccabees. I'm kind of fumbling right now. I always get excited, man. I don't know why. Even to this day, man, I still get nervous when it's time for me to teach. People like, man, you don't seem like you be nervous, man. Look, I don't mess up. Well, we're gonna read that second Maccabees. This is the reason why this is the main reason why the Feast of Dedication came about. So we're gonna read a little bit about why we observe dedication. But even in this, we're gonna pick up some spiritual things. Okay? All right. So we're gonna read Second Maccabees chapter 2. And we're going to read verses 19 through 22. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, family. So verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Now as concerning Judas Maccabeus and his brethren, and the purification of the great temple, and the dedication of the altar, and the wars against Antiochus Epiphanes and Eupator his son, and the manifest signs that came from heaven unto those that behaved themselves manfully.
What they behave themselves how?
Manfully.
See, and I'm going to stop you. Because this is what I was talking to one of the other elders about today. And me and him was like, man, what's really going on? What's going on with this, that, and the third? I ain't gonna go into detail. But you see that this brother Judas Maccabeus and his brothers, they behave themselves manfully. And like I say all the time, some of y'all just too light in the ass, man. It's just simple and plain. And see, I was talking to another bro today. See, y'all be worried about how some of these brothers get up here and present the word of the Most High to y'all. And I was sitting in the airport again. I was looking at Charleston White, and the brother said something. He said something cold, and I know the Most High wanted me to hear it. He said, "Man, y'all worried about how I present my presentation, how I do my thing, present my word." He said, "But man, I'm in a war with evil. I'm in a fight against evil. Y'all be worried about how everybody be talking about on their song about sticking their thumbs up people's rear ends and all that." Yeah, y'all be tripping on the song they play on the radio saying we like girls kissing girls. Y'all be tripping on their presentation. Right. So me as a ex-street dude, I'm coming hard to paint for the Most High now. Right. I'm coming manfully and getting less than a damn who don't like it. Right. Because y'all ain't gonna receive me anyway. See, just like y'all to receive my father and his son, y'all ain't gonna receive me no way. I ain't looking for nobody to really take what I'm telling, because I know the script say most of us going to the lake of fire anyway. So I don't care if you don't like my presentation. I tell you all the time, turn it off. But I'm going to present myself in this gospel manfully. Yes, sir. Ain't going to get less than a damn about who listens. Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
To their honor for Judaism, so that being but a few, they overcame the whole country and chased barbarous multitudes, and recovered again the temple renowned all the world over, and freed the city, and upheld the laws which were going down.
That's right.
Yahweh being gracious unto them with all faith.
With all faith. Now, see, this is the thing. Being but a few. See, a dedicated person, and one of the missions of dedication is the selection process. Antiochus and the Greeks had been in power for a long time before they even tried to come in Jerusalem. But there was a selection of Mattathias and his sons. One mystery of dedication. Who can I see throughout the annals of time that's going to even have the mind to do what I'm going to ask them to do? See, that's a mystery of dedication, because it was a whole lot of people before Mattathias and Judas. Right. A whole bunch of them. Right. But none of them had the cojones that we say.
Tucked tail and ran.
Man, see, you can't be dedicated. See, let me say something. You can't be a dedicated man of God and lighten the ass with your reason. Because see, me, like I said, I'm ready to fight even that which he has given me to be real. If it comes to the word of God and her transgression, it's on up in here. Yeah. It's on. I don't care who it is. Mama, it's on. I'm going to stand manfully, regardless, because he looking at me. Are you going to take her side or the lost side? Are you going to do what's right in my eyes, or you going to give her what she wants? You gonna do what she wants you to do, even though you know it's a transgression of the law, it's gonna lead to other things, or you gonna stand up? Are you dedicated to the call? See, this is what y'all be looking at. And he selected me to be a part of this ministry before time.
Right.
I need somebody who ain't gonna take no smack and ain't gonna care who don't like him and who don't care what they like. They hear he say, I need somebody like that. Because these Negroes in 2023, they're gonna be different now. They're gonna be different.
Yes, sir.
I need somebody. I need some men to stand up in 2023 and go stand out there on the street corner and say, thus said the Most High. I need some brothers like that. Like Judas Maccabeus. He had to wait for the right time, the right people, and he selected mystery of dedication. Let's go to the next play.
Hey, let me say this.
Go ahead, bro. Speak on
about the Charles and Wright thing he was just talking about. I saw that video.
Yeah.
He said all that time he was going talking to state representatives. He was doing all. He's like, nobody wasn't hearing me.
Nobody was hearing me.
He's like, but soon as I start bringing it to y'all on the thug level.
Yeah.
Now he know. He
know worldwide.
See, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't nobody want to hear him when he was talking nice.
Right.
When he was trying to go to the centers and be educated and get programmed, you know, I want to hear that. As soon as a Negro like that come along and start telling y'all about who y'all really are, calling a harlot,
yes, sir,
and a nigger, and then telling you wrong for doing what you. Oh, now everybody, who did?
Public enemy number one.
See what I'm saying? Just like Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah stood at the gate for 23 years. Then they killed him. They couldn't take it no more. Same way with Isaiah. They couldn't take it no more. They killed him. Sawed him in half with a wooden saw. See, I know y'all don't like me. And that's how I like it. I like it like that. See, because a man of God, they will never be liked.
Right.
Not by the majority anyway.
Yeah.
Never. But guess what? One who dedicated to the call ain't gonna worry about who like it. Even the one that may lay beside it.
Hey, if they hated you, know that they hated
that won't try to tell you.
First.
See, let me tell you something, bro. This just popped in my brain. Peter and them didn't go ask their wife, can they go do the work of the Lord?
No.
They didn't go back and ask mom and dad, is it okay? They just went.
Took care of their business.
They were dedicated to the cause. But guess what? Yeshua came when he was born. He had to wait till the right time to be born to pick out the right one and we're going to follow him. Even unto the death.
Yes, sir.
Think about that. Think about that. First Maccabee. We're going to first Maccabee now, bro. Let me get in the room for the people. Okay. Let me get it up here. First Maccabees. First Maccabees, the 4. Just get a little bit more of the history, but we still going to hit the spiritual as well. We're going to read 1 through 18, but we don't want to do some skipping. Okay. 1 through 18, we're going to do a little eating in this thing. Now, check. Now, I want you to see the numbers that's against Judas Maccabeus now, but they were still dedicated. Excuse me. Go ahead and read.
Okay, so chapter 4, verse 1. Then took Gorgias 5,000 footmen and 1,000 of the best horsemen and removed out of the camp by night to the end he might rush in upon the camp of the Jews and smite them suddenly. And the men in other fortresses were his guides. Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed and the valiant men with him that he might smite the king's army, which was at Amimus, while as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp.
Go ahead, bro.
In the mean season came Gorgias by night into the camp of Judas. And when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains. For he said, these fellows flee from us. But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor sword to their mind.
See, they weren't thinking about fighting the way everybody else think about fighting. See, when somebody messing with me, I'm gonna rise up to the battle by dropping on my knees.
Yes, sir.
See, I ain't worried about Goliath standing in front of me when I know who's standing behind me. But I had to have some men that wasn't shaking around. He had to have some men that wasn't shaking around him. He said he took valiant men.
That's right.
That's why I keep going back. Some of y'all just too light and ass be around T Boogie. Yeah, I'm just you know, back in the day, he said, man, he just ain't Man, what's your problem, dude? He ain't nothing wrong. He just ain't my kind of cat.
Right.
Some of y'all just, just what it is. I can't be Moshe sent them back home.
Mm-hmm.
All the shaky jokers.
Oh, no doubt.
Gideon sent all the shaky jokers back home. He had 3,000 men against the 20-some thousand. 3,000. There was valiant men that were praying men. Judas Maccabeus went off to pray. And then they rose up in the morning. They didn't sleep them at night. I'm coming at you dead in your face, baby.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do with it?
Mm.
Ready to die for it. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw the camp of the heathen,
Mm-hmm.
that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen,
Ooh.
and these were expert of war.
Expert of war.
Mm-hmm. Then said Judas to the men that were with him,
What do you say, brother?
fear ye not, their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault.
That's right.
Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea, when Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
That's right.
Now therefore let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure the Most High will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers.
That's right.
And to destroy the host before our face this day, that so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivered and saved.
And see, this is what I want my brothers and sisters to do. When the tides get high, when your body get afflicted, I want you to go to this first Maccabee. I want you to pray this prayer. I want you to go back and recite what this brother reading there. I want you to recite it out loud, because the host is coming against you. Hashatan in it, they ain't got no wind. See, I look at my brother right here, and I'm thinking about it spiritually. I know that Hashatan lined up against me with everything he got. But when I raise up to the battle, brother, I ain't worried about it. I want y'all to go back and read this now. I want y'all to read what this brother read. When the time get tough, money get low, body get racked in pain, go back and read this right here. Go back and read. I want y'all to remember to put a bookmark in this. Because when you get through reading it, if the hair on the back of your neck ain't standing up, knowing these jokers finna go do something wrong with you. Keep reading.
Verse 12. Then the strangers lifted up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Wherefore they went out of the camp to battle. But they that were with Judas sounded their trumpet.
They did what?
Sounded their trumpet.
Crying loud and sparing not. Go ahead.
So they joined battle. And the heathen, being discomfited, fled into the plain.
That's right.
Howbeit, all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword. For they pursued them unto Gazarim.
That's right.
And unto the plains of Idumea. You right? And Alatos and Jamnia. So they were slain of them upon a 3,000.
You see that right there? And they slicing them those hindquarters off.
Sir.
See, I like to get them running in the ring. I like to see them chop them off. Man, that joke showing back. Yeah.
Buck blade.
You see what these brothers doing? You see what these brothers, everybody that was running in the back, they got them.
This makes me think what we was talking about earlier. Love your enemy. So
right.
Saying,
no.
Right.
Why? Yeah.
He getting them.
So we talking about our enemies. Why aren't they loving these enemies?
They loving them with their soul.
Okay.
Look, this is. See, when you in battle, man, you ain't got time for all that. Look, bro. Oh, man, he got a family, man. He got look.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That
yeah, it's something different.
It's something different.
Matthew is something different.
It's something different.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16.
Yep.
This done, Judas returned again with his host.
Now check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna bring something out on this. Read that. Go keep reading.
Verse 17.
And
said to the people, be not greedy of the spoil, insomuch as there is a battle before us.
Go ahead, brother.
And Gorgias and his hosts are here by us in the mountains. But stand ye now against our enemies and overcome them. And after this, ye may boldly take the spoil.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Okay. And Judas was yet speaking these words. There appeared a part of them looking out of the mountains.
Did you see what Judas told them? Look, man, we done whooped these boys, but it ain't over with. When y'all in this spiritual warfare, don't go back and get relaxed and start enjoying the good life. You better stay in prayer mode. You better stay in war mode. You better stay in fight mode, because they coming back. Don't get so lackadaisical when the Lord relieve you of your enemy. I can kick back now, man.
That's just round one, huh?
Just round one. Don't get see these shit. Don't be so greedy to jump on the spoil right now.
Right.
Lord and bless you with $5,000 in the bank. Oh man, yeah. Don't get too greedy. The Most High that healed your marriage, and then you think I ain't got to pray as much now.
Mm.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Don't get too greedy. Because see, that's a person's mind that's dedicated.
Mm.
They know the fight ain't over. As long as you breathing, the fight is not over. Don't get too lax.
That's right, Hebrew.
Skip down, brother. Read 23 through 45.
Okay. So verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Then Judas returned to spoil the tents, where they got much gold and silver and blue silk and purple of the sea and great riches.
Mm-hmm.
After this, they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Praised the Most High in heaven,
Mm-hmm.
because it is good, because his mercy endureth.
Yes, sir.
Thus Israel had a great deliverance that day.
Yes, sir. That what?
That day.
They had a great deliverance that day.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't over. You finna read. Go ahead.
Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Now all the strangers that had escaped came and told Lysia what had happened, who, when he heard thereof, was confounded and discouraged, because neither such things as he would were done unto Israel.
That's right.
Nor such things as the king commanded him were come to pass.
Mm.
Because he's gonna go kill them all.
He thought he was gonna go in there and kill them all. But look at the next. It took him a whole year to recover. The next year, what did he say?
Therefore, following Lysia, gathered together 70,000 choice men of foot and 5,000 horsemen, that he might subdue them.
Now this a big army coming.
That's
after,
a big army.
coming after Judas Maccabees.
Mm-hmm.
So when the enemy line up his horde of demons and imps against you,
Mm-hmm.
hey man, Elijah told Elisha. Elisha seen the army standing around there,
Mm-hmm.
and Elijah said, "Lord, open his eyes up."
Yeah.
And when he opened up, he took the scales off of Elisha's eyes, and he looked around. He said, "Man, it was a whole army of angels standing behind the army that was looking at them." He said, "It'd be more with us than be with them."
Mm-hmm. Mm.
I want y'all to remember that.
Yes, sir.
Because see, y'all say y'all dedicated, but I've been seeing a little apathy on Israel.
Mm.
Y'all been real nonchalant and apathetic.
Mm.
And a lot of it because stuff didn't happen when y'all thought y'all wanted it to happen.
Mm.
A lot of it because it got a little bit rough and tough on you. But y'all got to realize, if y'all stand strong and have a dedicated mindset, and we're going to show you how to get there, that it'd be more with y'all than be with them.
Mm.
Y'all give up too easy. A dedicated person don't give up no matter what.
That's right.
Even unto the death.
That's right. Perseverance.
Boy, you said the key word at the end of the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
I got a quote that I love. They got he didn't have some cold quotes. I don't care what y'all say. In one of my favorite movies, The Outlaw Joseph Wales, I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan.
Mm-hmm.
The Indian man said something in the movie that I always remember. And he said, persevere, endeavor to persevere. You're going to look at that at the end of the lesson.
Mm.
Why he said endeavor to persevere.
Mm.
We're going to look at that.
Mm.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 29. So they came to Idumea and pitched their tents at Bethsura,
Mm-hmm.
and Judas met them with 10,000.
Now, he met them on the 10,000 men.
Mm.
Go ahead.
And when he saw that mighty army, he prayed and said,
He
"Blessed
did
art-"
what?
He prayed
Oh.
and said, "Blessed art thou, O Savior of Israel, who didst quell the violence of the mighty man by the hand of thy servant David,
Mm-hmm.
and gave the host of strangers to the hands of Jonathan,
Mm-hmm.
the son of Saul, and his armor bearer.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up this army in the hand of thy people Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and let them be confounded in their power
So-
and horsemen."
This is one of our faults, that we don't know our history.
Mm-hmm.
See, this brother knew the history of his people. And I always say, here's another mystery of dedication, another level of dedication. We got too much to draw back on to be so weak like we are.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have been raised up at the hospital bed, missed a wreck, got out of a wreck, been shot at, been stabbed, been blown up, you understand, been jumped on. But the Most High delivered you out of all that.
Yes, sir.
And you still running scared, man.
Mm.
See, that's why he retired Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff Elijah did, man, raised a dead boy up,
Mm-hmm.
called fire down from heaven,
Mm-hmm.
and then he got scared and he retired him.
Mm-hmm.
See, to the end, my friend, that's what dedication is. It ain't here today, gone tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Real today, fake tomorrow.
Right.
Strong today, weak tomorrow. All the way to the end, my friend.
Mm.
Dedication.
Yes.
drawing back on that which the Most High brought you through
Mm-hmm.
and shown you should be part of your.
the whole time.
That's what I'm trying. That should be part of the dedication process.
Mm.
Keep reading, bro.
Verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
Make them to be of no courage,
Mm-hmm.
and cause the boldness of their strength to fall away.
Yes, sir.
And let them quake at their destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Cast them down with the sword of them that love thee, and let all those that know thy name praise thee with thanksgiving.
Why he asking Lord let them kill them if Lord love everybody? He telling man, the one that love you, let us cast him down with our swords.
Mm-hmm.
Let me kill him, in other words.
Yes,
I know that
sir.
cast down sound kind of, it don't sound rough. I like it rough. Let me cut their heads off.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 34.
Mm-hmm.
So they joined battle, and there were slain of the host of Lycia about 5,000 men.
Mm-hmm.
Even before them were they slain.
Mm-hmm.
Now when Lycia saw his army put to flight, and the manliness of Judah's soldiers, and how they were ready either to live or die,
Yes, sir.
he went into Antioch,
That's right.
and gathered together a company of strangers.
Uh-huh.
And having made his army greater than it was, he proposed to come again.
See, the yoke ain't learned the lesson yet.
He just went and grabbed him from
Whoever, he just need to make up a men. But see, here's the deal. When you got your enemy on run, they get desperate.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you put the devil to flight, he gonna get desperate on you, man. And he gonna bring some folks against you. You thought that you thought never would go against you. See, when he get real desperate,
I'd have seen it, Hebrew.
he got desperate against Job.
Yeah.
And brought his rib against you.
Yes, sir.
See, he gonna bring some folks against y'all when he get desperate.
Mm-hmm.
See, the angel told Job this right here in the testament of Job.
Mm-hmm.
He said, look here, man. If you gonna go against the devil to pull down his temples and his stronghold, don't you know he coming for you? He told Job that. Job never would have thought that his own rib was gonna go against him. See, when he get desperate, he gonna put out all the stops.
Yes, sir.
He gonna bring mama against you, daddy gonna come against you, brother, sister, cousin, best friend, even your assembly members gonna come against you. He gonna put out all. He gonna blocks. Didn't Judas come against Yeshua? Judas grew up with Yeshua. If you go do the history, childhood friend,
Right.
shanked him. He gonna put out everybody he can get. He gonna gather them again. You still gonna be dedicated then to the cause. You still gonna be ready to go down with the ship. This is what the Most High showing you about dedication. Because the devil coming.
Oh, yes.
I don't care what nobody say. He coming now. You may be living a good life, boy, eating big boy steaks and everything. Life good. But he coming. And he gonna come when you don't expect it. He gonna catch you off guard if you go back for the spoil now.
Yeah, even when he tempted the Messiah, he didn't just go away. He just stepped back until another time for him to tempt him.
There you go.
He ain't give up. He kept sending them Pharisees and Sadducees and to tempt him.
See,
they wanted, say
that's
something
it, bro.
crazy.
Say something.
Even in the Garden of Gethsemane, he came at him. At his weakest point.
Yes, sir.
When he didn't want to do what he had to do, he came at him. So y'all keep thinking this thing is tiddlywinks out here. We at war.
Yes, sir.
That's why I told the group today, I ain't got time to be nice. I don't give a damn about nobody care about my presentation and how I present it. I'm at war with evil.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 36. Then said Judas and his brethren,
What they say?
Our enemies are discomfited.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate.
Yes, sir.
Upon this, all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up to Mount Zion.
Mm-hmm.
And when they saw that the sanctuary desolate,
Mm-hmm.
and the altar profane, and the gates burned up, and shrubs growing in the courts as in a forest,
Go ahead.
or in one of the mountains, yea, and the priest chambers pulled down, they rent their clothes, and made great lamentation, and cast ashes upon their heads.
Go ahead.
And fell down flat to the ground upon their faces, and blew an alarm with the trumpets, and cried toward heaven.
So when you go into your temple,
I'm
talking about when you self-assessing yourself.
Yes, sir.
And you see it all growed up with shrubs and vines. In your altar has been defiled.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? on this feast of dedication that we're in the midst of right now,
Mm-hmm.
how you gonna clean yourself up?
Mm.
And are you sorry for that which is dirty in the eyes of the Most High?
Mm.
Some of y'all ain't gonna lament not one time, because y'all don't see nothing wrong with y'all altar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said Israel like a cottage in a vine of cucumbers.
Mm.
I know a lot of y'all don't garden, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you don't watch that cucumber vine, I done had some. They go everywhere. I'm talking about they go all up the wall, outside the flower bed, on the ground. Israel like a cottage covered with cucumber vines. Can't see it.
Mm.
It ain't no good for nothing.
Mm.
Now, the priests, when they seen the altar in the temple defiled, they cried.
Yes, sir. Hurt.
Are you hurt about what you done
Hurt,
to
man.
your brother and your sister?
Mm.
Are you hurt what you done to the assembly? Are you hurt about the damage you done to the kingdom?
Mm.
Are you gonna clean it up like these brothers trying to clean it up for dedication?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask you the question. Because I know you ain't gonna ask yourself. Because Israel just think they just all good.
That's all it's about.
Man, it's just a simple holiday, man. This don't mean nothing.
Man.
Huh?
It's all about cleaning yourself up.
See, there it is right
Who's
there.
going to send it to the holy hill?
See, that's the mystery of dedication. Are you gonna clean yourself up to be used?
That's right.
Can you see the vine that's grown up over here?
Mm.
That's clouding your mind. Can you see the defiled altar up here? Do you not understand your altar is defiled?
Mm.
You cannot dedicate something to the Most High that's defiled.
That's right.
That's all rolled up with vines. You can't dedicate that to him.
Mm.
You can't dedicate your altar when you always popping your jaw to your husband.
Mm. Mm.
You can't always dedicate your altar when you doing everything contrary to loving your wife as Christ loved the church.
Mm.
How you gonna dedicate it? How you gonna be dedicated? It don't work like that. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 41.
Mm-hmm.
Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress.
The Most High had appointed certain men.
Yes, sir.
To fight against those in the fortress.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know how y'all be out there on the street corner?
Oh, yeah.
Then y'all come to the assembly
Yeah.
and it's all food. Certain men. The Most High picked out certain kind of men. People go down and tell them juggle they saw.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
And I'm gonna keep on hollering till some of y'all just go and leave.
Hmm.
Till it's cleansed. I know you don't like it, but I'm gonna keep on crying loud, spreading the night.
Hallelujah.
Because some of y'all just as filthy and dirty as you can be.
You sure right, brother.
And see, we got more excuses than the nigga going to jail why we can't do what we supposed to be doing, or why we ain't doing what we supposed to be doing. See, that's dedication. See, I'm willing to put myself out there as an example. I'm just that crazy. I believe these scriptures, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm retarded over these scriptures. I'm that crazy. Because here's the deal. If somebody don't cry loud and spread not, there ain't no witness in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 42.
Mm-hmm.
So he chose priests of blameless conversation,
Blameless.
such as had pleasure in the law.
In the what?
In the law.
See? Belief and obedience in the law.
Mm-hmm.
These jokers were just that crazy. They believe if they went there and cleansed that temple, that the Most High would come back to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that crazy. I believe if I repent, truly repent,
Yes, sir.
and truly turn in the ways of the Most High, isolated, separated, whatever the case may be, I'm just that crazy. I believe it's going to happen.
I believe it's going to happen.
You know what I'm saying? And these brothers were like, hey, man,
now.
hey, he took select men that
Mm-hmm.
was ready, that knew the law and loved the law. Keep reading.
Mm-hmm. Who cleanse the sanctuary and bear out the defiled stones into an unclean place.
Take all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
that's in your mind that's defiled and put it in a place. Take it back to the unclean people.
Mm-hmm.
When they come to you with it, man, I don't want to hear all that garbage. Take that mess back to where you got it from. When your friends and co-workers and Soras and all the other folk hug, I don't want to hear that garbage, man. If it ain't of the Lord, don't take the unclean stones up out of my sanctuary. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
And when as they consulted what to do with the altar of burnt offerings, which was profane,
What they do?
they thought it was best to pull it down,
Mm.
lest it should be a reproach to them,
Mm-hmm.
because the heathen had defiled it
Uh-huh.
before they pulled it down.
See, pull it down. Whatever the heat, my wife said something. I said last time. My wife said something that was so simple. Because everybody was getting all in the uproar about the holidays and the birthdays and the anniversary day. She said, look, baby, it's simple. Whatever the heathen is gave you and taught you, just do the opposite.
Yeah.
Your altar is defiled. You got to constantly pull that garbage out of you and get rid of it, what the heathen do. I know it don't feel good. And I know it ain't what you want to do. But 9 times out of 10, whatever the heathen gave you is defiled anyway.
Yes, sir.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing,
Yes,
bro?
sir.
Get rid of it. Go ahead, bro. We'll skip down to verse 52 and keep reading it through the 61.
Okay. So verse 52.
Mm-hmm.
Now on the 25th day of the 9th month, which was
Mhm.
called the month Caslu,
That's right.
in the 148th year, they
Mhm.
rose up betimes in the morning
That's right.
and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar.
Oh, so when you get your altar cleaned up, you can't just pray no one time.
Mm-hmm.
He said they raised up B time
Yes, sir.
after they cleanse that thing.
Yes, sir.
So how many times you raised up since you been? Well, first of all, have you been clean? And when you raised up B times, you ain't been clean. Cause the book say the prayer of a sinner is an abomination unto the Most High.
Yes, sir.
The book say in John, it said, "For we know that God heareth not sinners."
Yes, sir.
So first clean up, then start praying B time. Ain't time to lay back on the spoils yet.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep going. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start at 53 of them.
Go ahead.
And offer sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned.
Uh-huh.
Even in that day, it was dedicated with songs and cisterns and harps and cymbals.
That's right.
Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising Elohim of heaven,
Mm-hmm.
who had given them good success.
Mm-hmm.
And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days.
How many days?
8
We
days.
in the 8-day feast. Go ahead and read.
And offered burnt offerings with gladness, and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
So this is another way to look at this thing. Their dedication got them to a place of deliverance. It got them to a place where they were accepted before the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
being dedicated, not being scared, not worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, not if I'm going to die today or die tomorrow. Their dedication got them to a place of deliverance.
Mm-hmm.
Your dedication can get you there too.
Mm.
If you have the dedication mindset. But go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 57.
Mm-hmm.
They decked also forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers were renewed and hanged doors.
Oh, let it be frontless between your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get it clean and you get delivered,
Yes,
and
sir.
you got a place. It said it did what? Deck the forefront of the temple.
Mm.
Once you deck the forefront of your temple with some gold,
Mm.
once you put them words in your mind,
Yes, sir.
you see what I'm saying?
Mm.
And the doors, the eye gate and the ear gate,
Mm-hmm.
they renewed those and they hanged the new door.
Yes,
So
sir.
now when somebody come to me with, when I see, I gonna make a covenant with my eye, let me get that off my face.
Yeah, with that Job 32.
Huh?
Yeah.
You know how you be scrolling through
Yeah.
Facebook and
Yes, sir.
when those big bottom girls
Yeah.
I made a covenant with my
That's
eye.
right. That's right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You dedicated, ain't you?
Mhm.
Or you gonna do one of these numbers here?
On the page.
Huh? Wait a minute, dog. You dedicated. You just got cleansed and you just got dedicated.
Right.
But
But
did-
right back.
But did you hang the new doors?
Mm.
Did you hang the new doors?
Mm-hmm.
See, he seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Wee! Woo! I'm telling you now. Watch yourself. Go ahead.
Verse 58.
Mm-hmm.
Thus there was a very great gladness among the people,
Mm-hmm.
for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
Yes.
You can imagine being there with them.
Yeah.
You know they was having a good
Man,
time.
look.
You know what I'm saying?
Being a young group was just talking about that before the night. Now, you see they jumping up now, they killed these jokers.
They didn't pray before. They didn't.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There it is right there. I laugh when my enemies fall. Thank you, Lord.
Yes, sir.
I had one a couple weeks ago. Got so mad, I had to go. I left work, man. I pulled right over in the industrial park. I had my Bible on my phone. Psalm 69, read it all the way through. Psalm 109, read it all the way through. Get rid of it. I ain't playing with these jokes. You come to me with peace and shalom, that's how I'm going to deal with you. When I see you coming against me and you a heathen, I'm finna get you. That's my automatic go-to. 69 and 109, I'm going to it.
Right. 69.
Psalm 69, Psalm 109, I'm going to it. It don't care how he gets you, just as long as he gets you.
Lost their teeth.
Wide open to the, I want to see them like fall out their head like chickens. Go ahead, brother.
59. Moreover, Judas and his brethren, with the whole congregation of Israel, ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year.
That's
By
right.
the space of 8 days, from the 5 and 20th day of the month
Cash loot. That's right.
with mirth and gladness.
Yes, sir.
At that time also they builded up the Mount Zion with high walls and strong towers round about.
Why?
Lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down. As they
Don't get cleansed and all decorated up and then let the Gentile come back in your life.
Don't put no defenses.
Don't put no defenses up. Well, man, I got over that porn, you know, and all that old stuff, man. So I probably gonna look at some soft porn. Huh?
Oh my goodness.
Man, you know,
that ain't done.
you know, I used to, and y'all, I used to be on the pole, you know what I'm saying, but ain't nothing wrong with having only fans. You can drop the pole, now you just on social media on OnlyFans. See? But it worked the same thing with some subtle scenes, you know, like pride. I ain't proud no more, but I ain't gotta love my brother and sister. If they don't if they don't like to do what I like to do, same thing. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 61. And they set their garrison to keep it.
They set up a fortified place to keep it. Go ahead.
And fortified Bethsura to preserve it.
That's right.
That the people might have a defense against Adonijah.
So this is why we celebrate, you know what I'm saying? This is just a little history on the Feast of Dedication and what was going on. That Greek bastard Antiochus Epiphanes, they came through there and tore it up, was killing folks. We're going to read a little bit more about it later on, but we just want to give you that quick little history, but the spiritual side of the history as well. Now, let's go to the PowerPoint.
Hey, not to mention, they made movies about these.
But they all white.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. About what they call the movie 3000, the 300 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to read this mystery of dedication. Let's get into a little bit of mystery. Let's find out first what a mystery is, right? A mystery is something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain. Now, the reason why I'm putting this up because there are several words for mystery in Hebrew. But one of the two that I picked out was tu'alama, excuse me. It means an enigma, mystique, secret. It's a puzzle. It's a riddle. So the reason why I titled this lesson the mystery of dedication, because a lot of people just, I want to be dedicated, but I don't know how. What is dedication? It's something that's a mystery. How can I tell you what a mystery is or a mystery of dedication is when it's something that's hard to be explained? Right. Even called an enigma. Another word is sathar, to hide, conceal, to hide oneself, to be hidden, to be concealed, to hide carefully, to be hidden carefully, be concealed, to conceal, hide, to hide oneself carefully. The mystery of dedication is the obedience of the law. Now, in Luke chapter 8, verse 10, it said, and he said unto you, and he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Yah. But unto others in parables, that seeing they may not see, and hearing they may not understand. A riddle wrapped in a mystery inside of an enigma. So you got, like I said, there's levels to this thing. And we're going to unwrap the levels to unwrapping the mysteries of dedication. That's why I put that slide in there. I want y'all to understand what you're about to get into. So let's go to the next slide. First, before we can do that, we must understand the preeminence of Hamashiach. So let's go to Deuteronomy 29 and 29, bro. Deuteronomy 29 and 29. One verse. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, so verse 29.
What do it say?
The secret things belong unto the Most High are Elohim. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and our children forever.
So Yeshua said that it is given unto you to know the mysteries. Here in Deuteronomy, Moshe is saying the secret things of the Most High that he's given us belong to us and our children. So he can unwrap the mystery that he's trying to give to you, but he can also select who he gives them to. So like I was telling my young brother here, I said, look, man, the pre-selection or the preeminence of Christ, he selects and preordains who gets the mysteries and who's dedicated or not. Because see, you can be dedicated here today and then he snatched it like Elijah. Or you can be like Paul and hold it all the way down to the end. Or Yeshua. But he said, read that again.
The secret things belong unto the Most High or Elohim. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
Oh, so you may do all the words of this law. So part of the enigma that's wrapped in a riddle, that's wrapped in a mystery, is the law. Number one. Selection, then the law. Selection, then the law. Let's go to Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16. We're going to walk it down just a little bit. Proverbs 16, we're going to read verses 1 through 10. Because the mystery of dedication, we're going to find out that the Most High, he predetermines all outcomes. So if he predetermines all outcomes, the only one who's going to come out on the good side of that is the one who keep the law. For the read that. Proverbs 16, verse 1, what do it say?
The preparations of the heart of man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Most High.
Oh, keep reading.
All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Most High weighs the spirit.
He weighed the what?
The spirit.
Selection again. He ain't gonna do what I need him to do. She might, and she gonna do it. He ain't. He is. She ain't. So either you gonna be dedicated to the spirit of truth or dedicated to the spirit of error. Either you gonna work on the spirit of God or the spirit of Hasatan. You gonna be dedicated to something. The mystery of the dedication is: are you gonna hold it to the end, or you can be dedicated to the call, or you dedicated or predestinated to go to the lake? Because we just read your words and your thoughts. He done already weighed them in the balance. Yeah, you look like you gonna hang in right now. It ain't got hard on you yet. Right. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3. Commit thy works unto the Most High.
Oh,
and thy thoughts shall be established.
Now, there was another mystery unraveled for you. If you ain't thinking about, all this other garbage, but you got your mind focused on the word. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Me and my people. See, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with a lot of Israelite women. You know, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with y'all. Y'all didn't buy into this. The reason why y'all like y'all heart, because y'all didn't buy into it wholeheartedly. Y'all didn't think about having to be submissive, but yet keep a household. Y'all didn't think about having a man where he can have his mind free to study the word of God, continue to lead your family down, but you wanted everything that you wanted. And he can't be free of mind, free of heart to do what's right in the eyes of the Most High because y'all didn't buy all the way into it. See, that's part of the dedication process. Getting into something and it not being what you thought it was, but yet still staying committed to what you said you was going to do. You didn't know it was going to be this hard going in. But when you found out, now you want to change the game instead of going down the path that you done chosen. See, it's easy to veer off. See, brother, y'all didn't know when all the bills and everything came, it won't be like this here, that you may have to work 2 jobs. Yeah, I work 3 jobs.
Yes, sir.
You didn't know jumping up and down on that woman's gonna make her spit out all them babies. But you weren't worried about it then, was you? But you done already started down this path now. You gonna turn back? You gonna give up? You gonna get lackadaisical? You gonna get apathetic about it now? Because we gonna read what dedication is and what dedication ain't. Let's go to keep on reading, bro.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
See, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all may just be set aside for the day of evil. Did you think Judas, when he put his shoes on that morning,
That's right.
you think he's gonna hang himself till his bowels ran out? He wasn't thinking about that morning. He wasn't thinking about that. When he put his sandals, he slipped his sandals on that morning. He wasn't thinking about he was gonna betray the creator and possessor of all things. See, this is what y'all don't be knowing, do you? Read that verse 1 again. Read, jumping back up to verse 1, read that again.
Okay, verse 1.
Read verse 1 and 2.
Okay. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue
Oh,
is
what?
from the Most High.
Oh! You ain't got to read no more. Now read verse 4.
The Lord, the Most High, hath made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil.
So you go keep reading, bro.
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Most High. Though hand join hand in, he shall not be.
Man, I ain't finna apologize to her, man. What you praying to God for then? Your altar filthy.
Yes, sir.
I ain't submitting to him. What you praying to God for? Your altar filthy. He just said it. He just read it. The proud in heart is an abomination unto the Most High. What you praying to him for? Your altar is filthy. You can't dedicate that. We just read it, them.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 6. By mercy and truth, the iniquity is purged.
By what?
By truth and by mercy and truth.
That's what we were talking about.
The iniquity is purged.
By mercy and truth is iniquity purged. If your brother what ask you for your coat, give him your cloak.
That's right.
Your brother now. If your real come to you and ask you for forgiveness, what you gonna do?
That's
Man,
right.
mother, man. She pissed me off.
She keep on doing it.
Yes, doing the same thing.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah. See, by mercy and truth, that may be the time Most High worked on her, and then guess what? You take a hard stand, bro, and then she gone, she faded black on you.
That's right. Probably won't recover.
See, that's what I'm saying. Same way with y'all, man. Y'all got to understand what y'all read when y'all read these scriptures, man. You cannot have a defiled temple and be dedicated. If you are, you dedicated to evil. Go ahead.
Middle of 6. By the fear of the Most High, men depart from evil.
Yes, sir.
When a man's ways please the Most High, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right.
Yeah, y'all heard that thing. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenue. And he ain't just talking about money. He talking about status. You know what I'm saying? He talking about ego. All that. All that. But guess what? The humble, the poor in spirit, you know, the beatitude, blessed are the poor in spirit.
Yes, sir.
For what?
Because theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
There it is right there. Blessed are the meek. For they shall what?
Inherit.
See, but you proud and hard now. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 9. A man's heart devises his way.
But what?
But the Most High directed his steps.
You see that? I'm going to follow the Lord no matter what. Not if the Lord say you ain't. That's the preeminence of Christ. He know. Keep reading, bro. Where we at? That verse 10. Skip down all the way down to 33. Look now. All what he just said. Now I'm going to show y'all something. All what he just read. Finish summing up in verse 33. What did he say?
The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Most High.
The lot is cast into the lap, but the decision whole is of wholly of the Lord. Even the events that seem accidental are directed by him.
Yes, sir.
The book tell you in Ecclesiastes, man, time and chance happen to every man. But the Most High is in all of it.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, when the brother slipped the sandals on that day, he didn't think what he was going to do, what he was going to do. And he sure didn't know he was going to hang himself in his bowels, drop out the backside of it. Even that thing, man, we barely made. No, the Most High barely made.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, this is the preeminence of Christ. This is why I say you can holler about you dedicated, but if he ain't dedicated you, huh?
Yeah.
If he ain't dedicated you,
Right.
but if you commit your way to the Lord, see, this is the mystery. How you know? I was telling my real. Well, you know that? I said, look, man, how you know? Everybody say, God, no, when the Lord, he done forgave. It's all about the Lord forgave him. 40 years.
Still trying to kill people no matter the Lord that forgave.
That's what I'm saying. They even thought Saul was one of the prophets.
Yeah. Laying down there buck naked.
Look at here. Elijah did all kind of great work, but the Most High retired his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Running from Jezebel.
Moshe did all what he had done. You can get up in that mountain and die, brother. How you know? How do you know?
Tell him I watched that too, but we don't know until he say job well done.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, you don't know.
You don't know. He said that we might receive the promise. Might.
Yeah.
See, this is the preeminence of Christ. So you saying you dedicated, you ain't showing it because you ain't committing your way. He got something. He got a role for you to play. He said even the wicked are set aside for the day. He said cast a lots. Pop.
Yes,
you see even when them jokers sit out there popping themselves, cast a lot, pop. That's how the Most High.
Yeah.
He said even when the chance things happen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still directing that.
Yeah.
So y'all seeing this now.
And
Y'all reading.
in every action.
He in every action, man. Every motion.
Yes, sir.
So now that we see the preeminence, now let's get into some steps of dedication. Let's get into some of these steps, these levels of dedication. We're going to see some different levels of dedication. Because you see that on the screen there, every step you take should take you higher and higher in the Most High, and in His Word. Nehemiah 1. Let's go to Nehemiah. See what Nehemiah got to say about it. Nehemiah 1, read verses 1 through 9, Hebrew. When you get it, don't wait on me. Go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, so verse 1, family.
Mm-hmm.
The words of Nehemiah, the son of
Hilkiah.
There it is. And it came to pass in the month of Chislev,
Now,
the 20th.
now in Maccabees said Caslu.
Mm-hmm.
It says Chislu.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on this month. Now, see, y'all understand, and something else y'all need to start paying attention. Y'all read these scriptures. The Most High runs things on cycles. It's cyclical now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start paying attention to that. You know, like every year y'all come around and atonement. And they had an atonement. You hear about something happening to somebody. It's a reason. He runs things in cycles now. Y'all need to start paying attention when y'all reading this stuff. Y'all think he doing this stuff and he can tell you a story without tell you what month, what day, what time. He ain't got to tell you all this. It's a reason why he's telling you all this. Go ahead, bro.
In the 20th year, as I was in Shushan, the palace, Hananiah, one of my brethren, came he and certain men of Judah, and I asked them concerning the Jews that had escaped, which were left of the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem.
Well, Israel always got to break out of jail.
Right.
Go ahead.
And they said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction
Yes, sir.
and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem also is broken down, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. And it came to pass when I heard these words that I sat down and wept and mourned certain days and
This sounds like what we read in Maccabees.
Yes,
when Maccabees going through the same thing.
Yes, sir.
So this just another one of these dedications that we about to read about. Israel, they build a fortress, they let the Gentiles come in, they tear it up. And this is what we do all the time. We build a fortress, we let the waves of the heathen and waves of Babylon come in, and we get tore out the frame. And then we sit around. She ain't got no sympathy for a joker like that. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Lord, look, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. See, I want to say something, but I'm telling you, I want to get at you, but I ain't going to say it because here's the thing. Y'all do stuff on a continual repetitive basis. And then you want everybody to feel sorry for you. He done crack your weed. He done gave you 6 baby daddies, 5 baby mamas. And then, man, I ain't got no money. So, and what? Every time you meet to do your feet touching the ceiling thing. Every time. And then you mad, ain't no good men out here. Huh? You raised them. Y'all keep saying ain't no good men out here, but all the last 3-4 generations, y'all been raising them in.
Yes, sir.
So you complain against your own self. You raised them. You raising the same product Bessie Sue down the street raised. You understand what I'm saying? Man, these broad they out here, ain't none of these broad, they looking for the money. You created it with the pimp player mentality. You did it. Man, you need some bills, babe. Huh? See, you ain't get no sympathy from me. None. Call Brother Noah.
Negative.
Go ahead, brother.
And fasted and prayed before the Most High of heaven. And said, I beseech thee, Yahweh Elohim of heaven, the great and terrible Elohim, that keepeth covenant and mercy.
They keep it what?
That keep covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments.
That's right.
Let thine ear be attentive and thy eyes open, that thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servant, which I pray before thee now, day and night, for the children of Israel, thy servant, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against thee.
What?
Both I and my father's house have sinned.
And if you don't start your prayer off like that, every time you start praying, just be quiet.
Yes, sir.
If you ain't praying for Israel, if you ain't confessing your sins and the sins of your father, stop praying.
Yes, sir.
Because you start out with, Lord. You ain't listening to that. Oh, Lord. They ain't going to come get my car, Lord. I need to find that blessing right now, Lord. Now, you better start confessing your wrongdoing.
You need a bus pass.
You understand? Yeah, that's all it is. See, this is what I'm saying. Whenever the dedication took place or rededication took place, there was confession of sin. There was a keeping of a covenant and a keeping of the law.
Yes, sir.
Now, 613 laws, statutes, and commandments in this book ain't even talking about the spirit of the law, because each one of them had a spirit of the law attached to it. Now, can you honestly say that you keeping 613 laws, statutes, and commandments? I know one thing you ain't doing is loving God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul. You know how I know? Because you stay in too many arguments. You got too much wickedness in your mind. You understand? You ain't loving your brother and your sister. And you can't confess what you really doing in secret because you think he don't see it. 613 laws, statutes, commandments. That's the building of the temple. The cleansing of the temple. Now, you tell yourself. See, so I'm just asking questions. We reading scripture. I'm reading about dedication and rededication, and I keep hearing about this law. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. But if ye turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though they were of you cast out unto the uttermost parts of the heaven, yet will I gather them from thence, and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there.
So a longing for Yah, a confession of faults, and a willing mind, steps and levels. We're going to go to another step and level. Because first, once you confess it, now you got to be proven. Proverbs 21. Now you're going to be proved. The Most High going to prove the hearts of the people. Then once he proved the hearts of the people, guess what he going to do then? He going to give anybody and everybody in authority around you a word to help you. We finna see that. Proverbs 21, bro. Pick it up at the 1 and read 1 through 5.
Okay, family. So Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Most High.
Right.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Mm-hmm.
Every way of a man is right in his own eyes.
But what?
The Most High pondereth the heart.
Go ahead.
To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Most High than sacrifice.
Oh, like I said before, you wouldn't have to be doing so much praying if you start doing more obeying. He rather for you just to do what he say than always, Lord, please forgive me.
Remember, check that one out though. He turneth whatsoever he will.
And see, that's the thing. See, that when you got a willing heart and a willing mind and obedience to do the law,
that's right.
He gonna put the right people in your back. I was just telling you.
Yeah.
We was just talking about. See, you wonder why stuff ain't going your way. Hey, you dedicate to the right cause. You got a willing heart and a willing mind. You keeping it 613. You hear me?
That mean it ain't about you then.
See, you can't be dedicated. But guess what? You can have a willing heart and willing mind. But look, man, here's the thing. He still got to put the right people in your path to make some stuff crack. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe you ain't want to heal. If he ain't put the right people in your path.
Yeah.
This is stuff I'm seeing in the scripture. Even though these brothers had a willing to go rebuild the temple. Didn't Cyrus give the decree out? He was the king, wasn't he? Cyrus was king over Median Persia. He had them in captivity. Cyrus go out. Artaxerxes come in, the king of the Persians. Yeah, and then the one that come behind him, Darius, king of the Medes. He had to go search the beef and read. Go ahead, I ain't get away. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Verse
bro.
3. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Most High than sacrifice.
No, okay.
And high looks and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin.
There it is again. Go ahead.
The thoughts of the diligent tend only to the plenteous.
That's right.
But of every one that is hasty only to want.
That's right.
The getting of treasures by the lying tongue is a
no. That's all I want on that Proverbs 2:5.
Okay.
I just want to bring the main thing I want to bring out of that is that verse 1.
Okay.
But we finna go back to Nehemiah chapter 2. Go back to Nehemiah chapter 2. The heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, right? All right, pick it up in chapter 2 and read verses 1 through 5. No, I'm sorry. 1 through 10. I'm sorry.
1 through 10.
Yeah.
Okay, family. So Nehemiah 2 and 1. And it came to pass in the month Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him, and I took up the wine and gave it unto the king. Now I had not been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, why hast thou countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart.
That's right.
Then I was a very sore afraid, and said unto the king, let the king live forever. Why shouldest my countenance be sad when the city, the place of my father's sepulchres, lied waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, for what dost thou make request? So I prayed to the Elohim of heaven. And I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him, for how long shall thy journey be, and will with thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come into Judah. And a letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the palace, which appertain to the house, for the walls of the city, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me according to the good hand of my Elohim upon me.
So that's that Proverbs 21 right there. This brother had a willing heart, willing mind, and a purpose to serve the Most High, and he opened up the king's heart. He not only sent it, but to give him a letter for all the wood to rebuild the gates. Now, I'm asking a question, and this is the thing you got to always ask yourself. why ain't the Most High moving it on your behalf, on your request? And why he ain't brought nobody in your pathway to get you what you need? You got your mind on the things of the Most High? You dedicated to the kingdom, or you dedicated to your cause? It's food for thought.
Yes, sir.
Skip. Let's go to you read down to 10, right?
No, I still got 2 more.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. Then I came to the governor beyond the river and gave them the king's letter. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat, the Hornite, and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel.
And see, I'm gonna tell you, all gonna be haters around.
Yes, sir.
Don't think it's gonna get easy just cause the person, the Most High that gave somebody the authority, gave you the okay and helping you. You still want to fight. You still, and we finna read about it. Go to Ezra chapter 5. Flip back. Flip back to Ezra 5. We're gonna read 1 through 13. Just giving you.
Let D-Ro read too.
Oh, huh?
Let
Okay. All right.
No, I was telling her let him read Ezra 2 with all them names.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah. He got a bunch of. Oh no, we don't read that Ezra 2. Yeah, some names. I didn't think about that. Woo-wee. Ezra 5.
Oh yeah.
Ezra 5, 1 through 13. Boy, tongue twister. We're going to read 1 through 13, but then we're going to skip down and read 17.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ezra 5, family, verse 1. Then the prophets, Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo prophesied unto the Jews that were in Judah and Jerusalem in the name of Elohim of Israel, even unto them.
What do you say?
Then rose up Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua the son of Jozadak, and began to build a house of Elohim, which is at Jerusalem. And with them were the prophets of Elohim helping them. At the time came to them Tattenai, governor of this side, the river of Shethar-Boznai. There it is. And their companions, and said thus unto them, who hath commanded you to build this house and to make up this wall?
Look at that. What they say?
Then said we unto them after this manner, what are the names of the men that makes this building? But the eyes of their Elohim was upon the elders of the Jews, that they could not cause them to cease, till the matter came to Darius. And then they returned answer by letter concerning this matter. The copy of the letter that Tattenai, governor on this side of the river, and Shethar-Boznai and his companions, the
Arphazakites,
that is, which were on this side of the river, sent unto Darius the king.
So it's always gonna be opposition. And see, you always gonna have the opposition of the enemy. But see, here's the deal: you can't be swayed by that. You still have to remain committed to the call that you started down the road with, even if you see it's like this ministry right here. I don't know if the Most High gonna let me see the end of this thing. I don't know if the Most High gonna let me see the full maturation of the order of Melchizedek. I just don't know. But even though I don't know that, am I still willing? See, sometimes when you plant trees, bro, you not gonna be the one that's gonna enjoy the beauty or the shade of that tree. Are you willing to plant a tree that you will never get to enjoy? Am I willing to start a ministry or help start a ministry of something that I may not ever see the fruition of?
Right.
That's dedication.
Yes, sir.
Not only that dedication, not only that commitment, but that's love.
Yes, sir.
See, I don't know what's gonna be the end of this thing, and I may not get to see the end of it. But just like David wanted to build the temple, his son built the temple in all his glory. But David had it in his heart to do it. I may be one of these ones that want to get on the land down there. I may not make it. But they're gonna keep me from giving to the ministry.
Right.
They gonna, well, man, shit, I ain't give them niggas my money.
Oh white.
See, this is y'all think. I know y'all be thinking that stuff. I don't even know. I already know.
I pray not, brother.
But this man, look at here. Israel gonna do Israel. Israel. If I ain't learned nothing else in this walk about reading this Bible, Israel gonna do Israel. And Israel some low down jokers, man.
Oh, I know that. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then sent a letter unto him, wherein was written thus unto Darius the king, all peace.
Mm-hmm.
Be it known unto the king that we went into the province of Judea to the house of the great Elohim, which is built with great stones, and timber is laid in the walls, and his work to goeth fast on, and prospered in their hands. Then asked we those elders, and said unto them thus, who commanded you to build this house, and to make up these walls? We asked their names also to certify thee, that we might write the names of the men that were, the chief of them. And thus they returned us answers, saying, we are the servants of Elohim of heaven.
Yes, sir.
And build the house that was builded these many years ago, which the great king of Israel builded and set up.
You see that? Look at that. The elders got to, the leadership got to stand strong. See, there's gonna be some jokers gonna come up over here talking crazy to me. They talk crazy to the right one. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. When you know you on a mission from the Most High, when you know in your heart of hearts and your mind, and man, can't nothing sway you, you gonna stand 10 toes down in the sand, man.
Yes,
and these elders know these jokers finna go try to start up some sugar honey iced tea. But when you know that you know that you know, man, look at here. You know they gonna call it that crazy. No, that man dedicated.
Hallelujah.
That man concrete in the cause, man. That sister concrete in the cause. This is, I'm talking about even in your everyday life. You going to work day in and day out. You going in the store, man. You got a shopping cart full of stuff. Ain't nothing in that shopping cart full for you. All for your wife and children. Every day you going to work, up and down, in and out. You gonna stay dedicated to the cause? Huh? You seeing everybody going on trips, man. Boy, your bills can't hardly get paid, man. Joker ride big boy around here, boy. You got the fresh new Nikes on. And you gonna stay dedicated to it? This is what you, if you chose this walk. If you chose this walk. If you chose to be an elder teacher in Israel, it may not go the way you think it's going. It may not end up the way you think it's going to end. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 12. But after that, our fathers had provoked the Elohim of heaven unto wrath.
See?
He gave them into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, the Chaldean, who destroyed this house and carried the people away into Babylon. But the first year of Cyrus, the king of Babylon, the same King Cyrus made a decree to build this house of Elohim.
Skip down to 17. What did it say?
Verse 17. Now therefore, if it seem good to the king, let there be search made in the king's treasure house, which is there at Babylon, whether it be so, that a decree was made of Cyrus the king to build a house of Elohim at Jerusalem, and let the king send his pleasure to us concerning this matter.
See, we didn't read, but Cyrus, when you go read in that book of Isaiah, he called Cyrus, he called him his servants. He called the heathen king his servant.
Yeah.
That in Proverbs 21, turning the heart of the king, whatsoever way he will.
That's right.
Now, these jokers said, man, y'all ain't got no reason to be built. See, Cyrus dead. And Artaxerxes took over. Now Darius took over. So now they finna set up somebody go back over there to Babylon, find these records that's supposed to be in the king's treasury to see if this stuff real. They supposed to get now 3 kings now. So this been going over a period of time.
Right.
And they still ain't done.
Right.
Can you hold on to the end?
Keep building.
Can you keep building? Can you keep holding on to the end? It may not happen in your time, though.
Right.
It may not happen in your time. Go ahead, bro. Let's go to, we're going to chapter 6. Go right on to chapter 6. Read verse 1 to 12. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, y'all can switch out if y'all want to. Chapter 6, verse 1 through 12.
All right, so we have chapter 6, Ezra, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then Darius the king made a decree, and search was made in the house of the Rose, where the treasures was laid up in Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
And there was found in any
Akmitha. There you go.
in the palace that is in the province of the Medes a roll,
Mm-hmm.
and therein was a record thus written.
Mm-hmm.
In the first year of Cyrus, the same Cyrus, the king made a decree concerning the house of God at Jerusalem. Let the house be built, the place where they offer sacrifices, and let the foundations thereof be strongly laid.
Yes, sir.
The height thereof 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 60 cubits,
Mm-hmm.
with 3 rows of great stones and a row of new timber.
Mm.
And let the expense be given out of the king's house.
Now, how fortified is your thing laid up? Is your temple being built up with new timber and great stone?
Yes, sir.
Or is it like that leper's house that got scale in the wall?
Mm.
Huh? Keep reading.
Verse 5. And also let the golden and silver vessels of the house of God,
Yes,
which
sir.
Nebuchadnezzar took forth out of the temple,
Mm-hmm.
which is in Jerusalem, and brought unto Babylon, be restored,
Mm-hmm.
and brought again unto the temple which is at Jerusalem, every one to his place,
Mm.
and placed them in the house of Elohim.
Yes, sir.
Now therefore, Tattenai, governor beyond the river, Shatterer
Boznai.
Boznai,
Mm-hmm.
and your companions,
The Farkite.
the Pharkites, which are beyond the river, be ye far from thence.
Mm-hmm.
Let the work of this house of God alone, let the governor of the Jews and the elder of the Jews
Mm-hmm.
build this house of God in this place.
Now, see, there you go right there. Now, they've been told to bag up and leave these folks alone. See, when the Most High sends somebody, he going to send you everything you need. Just be patient.
Mm-hmm.
The haters going to come, but just be patient. Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, I make a decree what ye shall do to the elders of these Jews for building of this house of God,
Mm-hmm.
that of the king's goods, even of the tribute beyond the river,
Yeah.
forthwith expenses be given unto these men,
Yeah.
that they be not hindered.
You see that?
Hey.
See, the Most High gonna make your enemy pay you.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is what I'm saying. If you dedicated, if your mind is set, you ain't got to want for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry about how you gonna get it. He gonna get it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta worry about it. Keep reading, bro.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And that which they have need of, both young bullocks and rams and lambs, for the burnt offerings of the Elohim of heaven,
Mm-hmm.
wheat, salt, wine, and oil, according to the appointment of the priests which are at Jerusalem, let it be given them day by day without fail.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That they may offer sacrifices of sweet savors unto the God of heaven, and pray for the life of the king and of his son.
Yes, sir.
And I have made a decree, and whatsoever shall alter this word, let timber be pulled down from his house, and being set up, let him be hanged thereon, and let his house be made a dunghill for this.
Woo.
And the God that hath caused his name to dwell there destroy all the kings and people that shall put to their hand to alter and to destroy this house of God which is at Jerusalem. I, Darius, have made a decree. Let it be done with speed.
You see that? You see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
And see, he said, man, when a man's ways please the Most High, he gonna even make his enemies to be at peace with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then even the ones that ain't at peace, he gonna use them. He said, if you don't do it, I'm gonna tear your house down and hang you on the wood from your own house. And then we're gonna start dumping all the sugar, honey, iced tea on top of it. Skip down to verse 14, read 14 through 17, bro.
And the elders of the Jews built it,
Mm-hmm.
and they prospered through the prophesying of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo.
Yeah, that's right.
And they built it and finished it, according to the commandment of the God of Israel, and according to the commandments of Cyrus and Darius and Artaxerxes, king of Persia.
You see that? That's why I put that 5 in there so you can understand how it went down about the succession of the king. But go ahead and read.
And this house was finished on the 3rd day of the month Adar, which was in the 6th year of the reign of Darius the king.
That's right.
And the children of Israel and the priests, and the children of Israel, the priests and the Levites, and the rest of the children of the captivity kept the dedication of the house of God with joy.
Who did? The priests and the Levites and the elders and the children of the captivity kept the dedication of his house with joy. Don't come to the feast tomorrow retarded. Don't come. Just stay at home. Come there with some. You need to come there with some joy, man. Some happiness. And he didn't let you breathe to this day. Keep reading, bro.
Verse 17. And offered at the dedication of this house of God 100 bullocks, 200 rams, 400 lambs for a sin offering for all of Israel. 12 he-goats according to the number of the tribes of Israel.
Skip down and read that 22. What do it say, man?
And kept the feast of unleavened bread 7 days with joy. For the Lord had made them joyful and turned the heart of the king of Assyria unto them to strengthen their hands in the work of the house of God, the Elohim of Israel.
You see that? He turned the king's heart. And see, this is what I'm saying, man. That's why I say I don't be worried about it. Ain't too much to get on my nerves. So, y'all keep praying for your brother. I still like to, even now, envision myself laying hands on folks. They ain't as much as it used to be. But I done seen the Most High do some things to folks. And I be like, man, you get scared for them sometimes. Man, y'all need to leave folks alone. But you see how the Most High turned the heart of the king? And they didn't know that was going to happen. But the Most High turned the heart of 3 kings toward the face of the children of Israel to rebuild his house. And they kept the dedication with gladness.
Yes, sir.
Because without the Most High turning the heart of the king, that wouldn't have happened.
Restored
Restored it, man.
And paid for, gave them everything they needed.
And told them, if y'all don't help them, I'm going to tear y'all house down.
Right.
So, but hey, it's levels to this. It's levels to this. You got to be ready to level up in your walk. You got to be ready to if you don't level up in your walk, I used to tell my son all the time, if you don't get better, everybody else around you is getting better, and you stay the same, you actually getting worse. Because they're moving that way, and you still standing still. Stationary. You got to be ready to level up in your walk, man. And that's going to take some sacrificing. That's going to take some long suffering. That's going to take some patience. That's going to take some endurance. And it's going to take a change of mindset. It's levels to this thing. Let's go to the next set of levels. Let's go and read a little bit about this. I stole this from my job. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, y'all, because this is one of our culture beliefs. When I even stole the little thing down there, the same thing we got on all. The steps to accountability. See it, own it, solve it, do. That which you're willing to walk by and not address should be something that you're willing to deal with. It said, when you see a problem, own the problem, come up with a solution to the problem, and then follow through on it. See it, own it, solve it, do it. That's one of our mottos at work. I just left a conference in Chicago, and if I heard it one time, I probably heard it a million. That's all they do. See it, own it, solve it, do it. And guess what? It steps to accountability. And here's the deal on accountability. It's a personal choice to rise above one's circumstances to demonstrate the ownership necessary to achieve the desired result or to achieve the desired destination. But you got to make a personal choice. A personal choice to rise above your circumstances. John 1. Check this. John chapter 10. John chapter 10. I want y'all to check this out. John chapter 10, verse 11. Read 11 through 26. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, family. So verse 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
He do what?
He giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep.
See, just like y'all so-called jackleg preachers and leaders. They left y'all to the wolves. Go ahead.
And fleeth. And the wolf catch them and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth, because he is a hireling and careth not for the sheep.
Where you at, Jesse? Go ahead.
I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. As a father knoweth me, even so know I the Father.
Mm-hmm.
And I lay down my life for the sheep.
He does what?
I lay down my life for the sheep.
Go ahead.
And the other sheep I have, which are not of this fold.
Mm-hmm.
Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Mm.
Therefore does my Father love me, because I lay down my life that I might take it again.
Mm.
No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down.
Yes, sir.
Power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again.
Mm.
This commandment have I received of my Father.
Keep going down to 26.
Okay. There was a division among the Jews for these sayings. And many of them said, he hath a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him?
Mm-hmm.
Others said, these are not the words of him that hath a devil. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind?
Mm-hmm.
And it was at Jerusalem the feast of dedication, and it was winter.
Now, do you see Yeshua is at the feast of dedication, declaring his dedication to the Father and to the sheep?
Yes, sir.
He at the dedication, declaring his dedication to the call.
Mm-hmm.
You won't come to dedication tomorrow, half-assed.
Mm.
Why you celebrating dedication and you ain't dedicated?
Mm.
See, this is what y'all see. I look at this thing is spiritual all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeshua is talking about laying his life down
Mm-hmm.
at the feast of dedication. How many people that you know, other than your immediate family, you willing to die for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many Israelites was on the planet at that time, but I know more than 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
I know more than 200, 300.
Yeah.
I know more than 2,000, 3,000 on the planet at that time. And he said, even the one that was before and after, he said, I lay down my life for the sheep, man.
Mm-hmm.
He declared his dedicated lifestyle, dedicated commitment for the Father and the Son, and he at the feast of dedication declaring this.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeshua walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
Yes, sir.
Then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Hamashiach or the Shiach, tell us plainly. Yeshua answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me.
That's right.
But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you.
See, there you go again. See, he holding everybody accountable for what they done said and what they done. He even holding himself accountable by saying, hey, man, I'm willing to die for the kingdom and for the Father. And he holding them accountable and saying, man, y'all ain't of my foes, so I ain't here to die for y'all. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to Proverbs 23. Let's go to Proverbs 23. We're going to look at a little bit of sowing your life as a seed to the Most High. 23 and 15. Proverbs 23 and 15. 23 and 15. Read 15 through 19. Then we'll skip down, read 26.
All right, so we have Proverbs 23, verse 15.
Go ahead, bro.
My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reign shall rejoice when thy lips speak right things. Let not thine heart envy sinners.
That's right.
But be thou in fear of the Lord all the day long.
Yes, sir.
For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way.
Guide your mind in the way of dedication. Skip down and read verse 26. What do it say?
My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways.
And let thine eyes observe my ways. Not your ways, not the ways of the world. Because we read earlier, every man's way is right in his own eyes. Mark 8:34, bro. Mark 8:34. Mark 8 and 34. When you get it, go ahead.
All right, family, Mark 8, verse 34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, Whosoever will come after me. Let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
See, so dedication is self-denial in the pursuit of the kingdom. Another step of accountability. You saying that you're going to do this, so there's accountability to this. Keep reading, bro.
Verse 35. For whomsoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it.
That's right.
That's it.
You read it down to
34, 35.
35.
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next place. Romans 6 and 6. We just read about the self-denial, so let's get a precept to that. Another step. Romans 6 and 6. Romans 6 and 6. Yeah. Because it's all about being dead to self and alive to Christ.
Yes,
dead to self and alive to Christ. Go ahead and read, bro. 6 through 16. Go ahead.
Romans 6 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him,
Right.
that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is free from sin.
Mm-hmm.
Now if we be dead with Christ, we believe that we shall also live with him.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing Christ being raised from the dead dieth no more. Death hath no more dominion over him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For in that he died unto sin once. But in that he liveth unto God.
That's right.
Likewise, reckon ye also yourselves to the dead indeed unto sin.
You see that? You got to reckon yourself dead to sin. So when those unclean thoughts, unclean ways come upon you, you got to kill it.
Yes, sir.
You got to kill that. Go ahead, brother.
End of 11.
Mm-hmm.
But alive unto God through Yeshua HaMashiach our Lord.
That's right.
Let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that you should obey in the lust thereof.
So sin should not have dominion in your mortal body.
Right.
So sin, it should be an oddity when sin comes in, not a regular thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, brother.
Neither yield your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourself unto God as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instrument of righteousness unto the
Now it was fascinating to me. He kept coming out some instruments. It was fascinating to me. I said, man, let's go back to the law and find the instruments now.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Because see, instruments are used for a purpose. Your hands, your eyes, your nose, your mind, your mouth.
Right.
Even your private parts got a purpose. Your instruments.
Right.
They ain't for fornication and adulteration. Your mind's not for fornication and adulteration. Neither yield your instruments, your body parts as instruments to sin. Did you finish that, my brother?
Verse 14.
Go ahead.
For sin shall not have dominion over you. For ye are not under the law, but under grace.
That's right. Now, what law and what is grace? See, we ain't under the law, we under grace. Well, I always ask the question, which law are we not under, and what is grace? Just do a root cause analysis. That's all you got to do. You telling me they ain't under the law, which one? And what is grace? Can't nobody, I ain't had one of them yet. Tell me what grace is. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace?
What?
Yah forbid. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourself servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or obedience unto righteousness.
Yes, sir.
Now, keep that in mind, because we finna go back to the law. Because he said we can read everything. He said we got a more sure word of prophecy. Numbers the 7. You can't read that T. Okay.
That's getting good now.
Okay. Hey, we finna continue on. We finna continue on. Look, number 7, 1 through 5. We're gonna skip all the way down to 84. Because we can't read all this here. But if you read all of it, all these princes and all these elders and stuff, man, they brought this, man, you got a whole chapter of sacrifice. Nah, we're gonna get somewhere. I'm saying all this, we can't read all of it, but we'll be here all night. But let's read start at the 7, read 1 through 5. You're gonna skip all the way down to 84. Go ahead and read.
All right, so family, number 71.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass on the day that Moses had fully set up the tabernacle.
And it came to pass when the mediator Yeshua had fully set up the tabernacle.
Yes, sir.
He just set up shop in your mind. Well, he's supposed to.
Right.
I don't know about that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And had anointed it.
It had did what?
Anointed it.
Oh, okay.
And sanctified it, and all the instruments thereof.
Did we just read about the instruments?
Yes, sir.
Now he anointed your hand, your ears, your feet. Everything been anointed.
That
Right.
filthy tongue.
That filthy tongue, hey, it's supposed to be
Yes,
anointed.
sir.
He done cleansed it,
Yes, sir.
the dedication, and he done anointed it. We gonna see. Go ahead.
Both the altar and all the vessels thereof.
All the instruments there. Go ahead.
And had appointed them and sanctified them, that the princes of Israel, heads of the house of their fathers, who were the princes of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered.
The heads of the house, brothers, you been anointed to do something too. You gonna keep what you say. You know the vows you made. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3.
And
And they brought their offering before Elohim, 6 covered wagons, 12 oxen, a wagon for 2 of the princes, and for each one an ox. And they brought them before the tabernacle.
Yes, sir.
And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying,
What do you say?
take it of them, that they may be, they may be to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation.
That's right.
And thou shalt give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service.
Every man according to his service. Now skip all the way down. Because you go through and read it, you see all the offerings that each man brought. Yep. And each man and each tribe brought. Now skip all the way down to 84. Read 84 through 88. What do it say?
So verse 84. This was the dedication of the altar in the days when it was anointed by the princes of Israel. 12 charges of silver, 12 silver bowls, 12 spoons of gold. Each charge of silver weighing 130 shekels. Each bowl 70. All the silver vessels weighed 2,400.
Man, I looked at that 2,400 shekels, man. That's a 60-pound solid silver bowl. And it 60 pounds of silver in one bowl. Yes. Go ahead.
After the shekel of the sanctuary, the golden spoons were 12, full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece. After the shekel of the sanctuary, all the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels.
Go ahead, brother.
All the oxen for the burnt offering were 12 bullocks, the rams 12, and the lambs of the first year 12, with their meat offering, and the kid of the goats for sin offering 12. And all the oxen for the sacrifice of peace offering were 20 and 4 bullocks. The rams 60, the he goats 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar. After that, it was appointed.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Everything in the dedication of this tabernacle, everything in the dedication of this altar, all the temple, everything that was in the temple had what? Had to first be offered, accepted, and meet for the use. Everything in your temple, every instrument, every digit, every word, every thought has to be first offered and accepted and meet for the master's use. Don't lean your instruments as members to sin. And you call yourself dedicating them and dedicating yourself to the Most High, but you use your instruments to sin. And this stuff was pure silver and pure gold. Are you pure silver?
Yes,
as gold is tried in the fire, so acceptable me are tried in the furnace of adversity. Same thing.
That's right.
Same thing.
Furnace of adversity.
Yeah, Philippians. Philippians 2. Be obedient even unto death. Man, he always talking about being obedient to death. What's going on?
You just read it.
You just read it.
Hey, as soon as they take up your cross, if you're gonna follow him.
Man, I be trying to tell you at the end of the cross with death.
I was talking to some What them people knock on your door all the time?
Jehovah's
Witnesses today. And I was with them with some scripture, you know what I'm saying? But I was telling them about that. You know what I'm saying? If you a follower of the Messiah, he told you have to take that cross. So you might just get pinned to it one day.
You gonna get pinned to it one day.
Either
physically,
yeah,
spiritually, what you claiming, you dragging. You want to go all the way to the end.
Yes, sir.
You want to go all the way to the end. Philippians 2. And we're gonna read 5 through 11, bro. We're getting close.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus.
That's right.
Who, being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant.
Of a what?
Of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death,
yes, sir.
Even the death of the cross.
Even the death of the cross.
Wherefore, God also hath highly exalted him,
yes, sir.
And given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth.
So, go ahead.
And that every tongue should confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father.
So the example of Christ is being so dedicated that you not only dedicated but humble to be ostracized and talked about and penalized, but knowing that in the end, the greater payoff is in the end.
Yes, sir.
So this is the steps of accountability. Even he took off God being God and come down here to save you. But here's the deal. We ain't willing to even reach our hand out to our brothers and sisters. We ain't ready to come down off our pedals, off our high horse when he came down from being God and stepped into this thing. Yeah, but that's our example. Let's go to the next place. Dedication. Consistency and persistence. Consistent, unchanging in nature, standard, or effect over time. Persistent, continuing firmly and obstinately in the course of action despite the difficulty or opposition. Now, how many of y'all can say y'all consistent and persistent in anything? We wavering damn near everything we do. Consistent and persistent. Here are a few traits before we get into the last few scriptures. Traits and characteristics of a dedicated person. They are passionate and zealous. They keep promises. It's real bad about that. I call them niggas. They don't make excuses. And what? That's us, boy. We got more excuses more than a man going to jail.
Yes.
They don't shy away from responsibility or accountability. They own up to their mistakes. They plan in advance. They count the cost. They weigh everything in the balance. They believe in what they are trying to accomplish. If you don't believe in this thing, ain't no need you even being in it. They are patient. They take action. They have a positive attitude or outlook. And lastly, they trust in the Most High.
Yes, sir.
Consistent and persistent leads to success. No, they don't change because the circumstances change. They don't quit because the going gets hard. They don't quit because everything ain't going their way. I'm going to take my ball and go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Those are just different characteristic traits of a dedicated person. 2 Maccabees 6, bro. Let me put it up in the room for the people. We getting there. Y'all just hang with us just a little while longer. We get to
good, man.
Yeah.
Just 2 hours, huh?
Oh yeah. It's hard to keep Israel's attention, man. It's hard, man. 2 Maccabees. We're going to 2 Maccabees 6. Let me get it in the room. And we're going to pick it up at the 1. We're going to read 1 through 7. We're going to do some skipping. Okay. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, family. 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of Elohim,
Mm-hmm.
and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympus,
Yeah.
and that is Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And they did desire that dwelt in the place.
See, that's why America is an abomination. Because they tell the kids you're hungry, you're tired, you're poor. Y'all just bring the strangers in and just everybody go, we gonna be a big melting pot.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See where they get it from.
Filth. I mean,
See? That's what I'm saying.
gumbo.
Bruh,
filth.
up there in Chicago, this is a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was in Chicago last week. Dudes said, T, do you know they bring busloads upon busloads of immigrants into Chicago and drop them off at the airport and just let them go? I said, man, you lying. He said, and I be doggone, I get up there at 7 o'clock at night. What do I see? School bus upon school bus and immigrants just getting on the bus and they just go let them go out of the city. I said, man, the government got to be in on that.
Of course.
But you reading it right here. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy place.
You see, y'all letting these harlots in y'all circle of y'all holy places. Y'all letting these harlots dally in y'all mind and dally in y'all, man, I know what you're doing. Go ahead.
And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
You see that?
The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbid.
See, the Gentiles love bringing stuff into your temple through the TV, through your phone,
Yes,
through your
sir.
laptop. They bring all this stuff into your holy place in your temple, and you dally with harlots.
Yes, sir.
You can't even watch a commercial about trucks. They got some woman scantily clad,
That's
like
Trying to sell it to you.
she gonna make me buy the truck. I get the truck, man. I can get a woman like that. Look, man, you got a broad over here, got all her girl pushed up to her chin with a wrench in her hand. Like if I get the ratchet, she gonna come to my house. But these are the things of the Gentiles.
Yeah.
And we let them into our mind and into our temples all the time.
What the old saying is? Sex sells.
It shows selling.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
See that?
Coming back.
He's coming back.
Yeah.
Y'all better get ready.
Coming back.
Everybody holiday, they Israelite. You gonna see how dedicated you are there. Go ahead.
And then the day of the king's birth.
You see that? Now this is the third witness that we reading on the day of the king's birth and me were kicking out.
Right.
So why? But we ain't got to go down that road.
Go ahead.
Cause we done read about Herod, what he did on his birthday.
Right.
We done read about Pharaoh, what he was doing on his birthday. Right. They were killing Hebrew Israelites,
Oh, yes, sir.
but y'all want to run out there and cussing those.
Mm.
Now we hear about this king right here. On his birthday, what he doing, bro? Keep reading.
The month they were bought by bitter constraints to eat of the sacrifices.
So they're making your ancestors eat pig meat on his birthday.
Yes, sir.
Y'all gonna have pig meat on y'all birthday party?
Huh?
Huh?
Shitterling.
Shitterling. Boy, don't even get me started on that. Y'all just eat the whole ass of the hog.
Come on.
Y'all eat the whole. I'm telling you why I know y'all eat the whole ass. I'm telling you why y'all eat the whole ass. Y'all eat the ham. That's the butt. Y'all eat the hog maw. That's the skin. Then y'all turn around and eat the shitterling. That's the anus and the inside intestinal tract. Y'all eat the whole ass of the hog.
Come on, dog.
Y'all leave nothing on the ass. Am I lying?
You right, Hebrew.
Like, boy, that joker that's down there, Israelite, talking about eating ham. You see that guy?
Oh my goodness.
Boy, most I gonna get you.
Yes, sir.
Most I gonna get you. But go ahead and read, bro.
And when the fast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews was compelled to go in procession to Bacchus, carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities.
Oh no, just skip down to verse 12. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
Skip down to verse 12. Read 12 through 14. You want to skip one more time.
Okay. So verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Now I beseech those that read this book,
Uh-huh.
that they be not discouraged for these calamities,
But what?
but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction,
But what?
but for chastising of our nation.
So we messed up. Keep on reading.
For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time,
But what?
but forthwith.
See, that's what I was telling my bro. Man, I ain't got no love for these wicked heathens. Now you a good heathen, I'm gonna treat you like you a good heathen.
Mm-hmm.
It says salute everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? All right, blah, blah, whoop, whoop. Have a nice day. But if you come to me wrong and you a heathen, I ain't got no love for you.
Yes, sir.
None. Zero. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
For not as with other nations, whom the Most High patiently forbear to punish,
Right.
till they be come to the fullness of their
Till they come to the what?
their fullness of their
See, he
spirit.
don't deal. He get up like, you know how grandma used to, wherever you messed up at, that's what grandma and mama got you at.
Mhm.
That's what he doing up.
Mhm.
But see, with them, he gonna be long
That's
something.
it.
He gonna get them.
Yeah.
They get their cup feed.
Mhm.
But you, I'm gonna get you where you stand at.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pop your butt right there in the stove where you get it, where you mess up at. Go ahead.
Mhm. So dealeth he with us.
Yes, sir. Skip down to verse
18.
18 and read 18 through 31.
Okay, family. So verse 18.
Yes, sir.
Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an
Yeah.
aged man of a well-favored countenance,
Uh-huh.
was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine flesh.
Mm-hmm.
But he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination.
That's right.
It forth.
That's right.
And came to his own accord to the torment.
Mm.
As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted.
See, this brother was resolute, like he was dedicated. He had a certain mind. He had all those characteristics we just got through reading about. Though the circumstances changed, it didn't change his belief in the law.
That's right.
He kept the law even unto death. Go ahead. Even unto tortures. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. But they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for one acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and to make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
See, he knew the script, and he knew that, hey man, I can't eat, I gotta abstain from the very appearance of these. I can't
worse.
Yeah, but see, because he would cause other people to
That's
fall.
right,
He
exactly.
knew that.
Mm-hmm.
See, he looking at this thing with all those characteristics. He's looking at this thing wholeheartedly, man.
His
I'm not
blood,
doing
yeah,
that.
was still gonna be on his blood.
That's right.
I mean, his blood was gonna be
On his hands. That's
You know,
right.
if he did that.
If he did that, that's right.
Mm.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And in so doing, he might be delivered from death,
Mm-hmm.
and for the old friendship with them find favor. But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereon was come, and his and his most honest
all good. Keep on
education
reading,
from
bro.
a child, or rather the holy law made and given by Elohim. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straightway to send him to the grave.
Mm.
For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion.
Man, I'm not finna be no 80 years old, 10. I'm not finna be 90 years old and then say, I did all and then, oh man, he faded to black at the end.
Mm-hmm.
No!
No doubt.
He said, man, a gray hair is to be received, a hoary head is supposed to be received with honor if it be seasoned with wisdom.
Yes, sir.
You be got talked about, bro, at the end of that. Go ahead.
Verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
And so they through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to a stain to my old age and make it abominable.
Mm.
For though for my present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty.
That's
neither
right.
Alive nor dead.
Mm.
Wherefore now, manfully changing this life.
That word is again.
Mhm.
I told you, brothers, go do a plumbing check. Go in the bathroom when ain't nobody else around and check the drawers.
Mm.
See if you got the male genitalia or the female genitalia. And if you got the male genitalia, act like it.
Mm-hmm.
Act like it. No matter what comes, no matter who comes out, no matter who it is, act like a man, man.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm going to start at 27 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such as one as my age requires,
Yeah.
and leave a notable example to
Yes,
such
sir.
as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy law. And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment.
Yes, sir.
They that led him changing the good will, they bear him a little before into hatred, because the foresaid speeches proceeded as they thought from a desperate
This
mind.
man, no, he is sound mind.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't talking out of no desperate mind. He talking out of a sound mind.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's crazy that he gonna die overnight eating pig meat.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, brother.
But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is manifest unto the Most High that he that hath the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in body by being beaten. But in my soul am well content to suffer these things, because I fear him. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
And so y'all keep reading. We ain't gonna read them 4 Maccabees. I was gonna read them 4 Maccabees, but I ain't gonna read them. But we got a few more left. Let's go to Tobit. Let's go to the book of Tobit. But it gives you the inner workings of that brother's mind and that mother and her sons. But we're gonna go to the book of Tobit right now, because all we trying to show is the traits and the characteristics of a dedicated person, consistent and persistent. Tobit the 4. Tobit chapter 4. And then we're going to read 5 through 21. 5 through 21. Y'all write down them Maccabees, them 4 Maccabees. We ain't going to read them tonight. But it gives you the inner workings of not only Eleazar's mind, but the mother and her 7 sons. It gives you the inner workings of their mind that you're reading about in this 2nd Maccabee. Tobit 4, and starting at verse 5. When you get it, go ahead and read it.
All right, so we had Tobit chapter 4, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
My son, be mindful of the Lord our God all the days, and let not thy will be set to sin, or to transgress his commandments.
Believe in obedience in the law. Go ahead.
Do uprightly all thy life long, and follow not the ways of unrighteousness.
Yes, sir.
For if thou deal truly, thy doings shall prosperly succeed to thee, and to all them that live justly.
And to all them that live rightly, go ahead and read.
Give alms of thy substance. And when thou givest alms, let not thine eye be envied. Neither turn thy face from any poor, and the face of God shall not be turned away from thee.
Nah. Y'all, a lot of y'all turned y'all face away from the poor, man. Y'all know y'all have, whether it be individually or as a corporate body. Y'all turned y'all face away from the poor. Now I'm gonna tell y'all need to go back and look at some of them lessons that I think Young Lion did a lesson on RMD too. Man, look at here. That dude in line, he said, man, the poor crowd against you, man, you done. You done. And now you've been set to sin. Go ahead.
Verse 8. If thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou hast but a little, be not afraid to give according to that little.
That's right.
For thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity.
Now, when you in need,
That's right,
and you ain't gave nothing, then you ain't gonna get nothing.
yes, sir.
When you really need something, you need just a little bit. You ain't got nothing coming. So don't stop giving. Just keep on not giving nothing. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Because that alms do deliver from death.
And deliver from what?
From death.
And I can go in the law and prove it. I can go in the law and prove it now. Go ahead.
And suffer not to come into darkness.
Go ahead.
For alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
Now we just got to read about that, then. Go ahead.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy father.
Now, how plain can you make it? I see a lot of y'all Israelite clicking up with these heathen women.
Pink booties.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just reading what's it's on the pages of this book now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
And that strange woman can even mean a strange Israelite woman that got a Babylonian mindset. Go ahead.
Which is not of thy father's tribe.
Mm-hmm.
For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred.
That's right.
And were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land.
Now, if you gotta, like, well, he just read it. I ain't gotta elaborate on. If your woman ain't of the seed of your father, your children might not inherit this new Jerusalem. Go ahead.
13. Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people.
That's right.
In not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble. And in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine.
What?
For lewdness is the mother.
All y'all doing right here? All y'all fornicating and adulterating. All y'all doing right here looking at this pornographic material. It's going to lead you to a famine. Not only a physical famine, but a spiritual famine and an emotional famine. Y'all better learn what y'all reading that. Go ahead.
14. Let not the wages of any man which have wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him it out of hand.
That's right.
For if thou serve God, he will also repay thee. Be circumspect, my son, in all things thou doest, and be wise in all thy conversation.
See, that's one of the characteristics. This brother is counting the cost and the balance on everything. When you dedicated, man, you're not gonna let yourself slip one way or another on no. Not even financial business, personal business, work business, ministry business. You being circumspect in everything. Go ahead, brother.
15. Do not do that to no man which thou hatest. Drink not wine to make thee drunken. Neither let drunkenness go with thee in thy journey.
That's right.
Give of thy bread to the hungry, and of thy garments to them that are naked.
See that D wrote that what we were talking about earlier about the cloak and everything.
Yeah.
But you see about the one you hate, don't fool with him now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And according to thine abundance give alms.
That's right.
And let not thine eye be envious when thou givest alms.
That's right.
Pour out thy bread on the burial of the just.
Yes, sir.
And give nothing to the wicked.
Give nothing to the wicked heathen. I ain't giving you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing, brother. And look, Biden, you ain't got nothing coming. I'm praying the Most High gonna take you away from it. I'm praying the Most High just gone. Man, you're an embarrassment.
Yes.
To this country.
When I see clips, I'm like, is this real?
Yeah.
Is he really talking like this?
Man, dude, look.
This gotta be AI.
No, man, I'm telling you, he gone. Look, man, he just said don't get, I'm not praying for no wicked. I'm praying for the Israelites.
Yes, sir.
And the one who would do Israel right. But all you wicked jokers, hey, you get the Bozak. You gonna get the Bozak when it comes to me. I read these scriptures. I don't know about nobody else. Go ahead.
18. Ask counsel of all that are wise, and despise not any counsel that is profitable.
That's right.
Bless the Lord thy God always, and desire of him that thy ways may be directed, and that all thy paths and counsels may prosper. For every nation hath not counsel, but the Lord himself giveth all good things, and he humble whom he will.
See, that go back to that Proverbs 21 again. As he will, whatever.
And he will. Now, therefore, my son, remember my commandments. Neither let them be put out of thy mind. And now I signify this to thee, that I committed 10 talents to Gabel, the son of Gabrius, at Regus in Media.
Whatever.
And fear not, my son, that we are made poor.
But what?
For thou hast much wealth.
Yes, sir.
If thou fear God,
Yes,
and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing.
See, it don't matter. See, you shouldn't be changing because your financial situation changed. You should be wavering in that. Even because you see, this is a dedicated lifestyle, dedicated mindset, one who's set apart. Just because the circumstances change don't mean you change. Because if you go on and read the story of Tobit and Tobias, man, look here. The man ended up with some money and a wife that was set aside for him of his own people. Mm-hmm. If you go and read the story, but he said, man, don't worry about being poor right now. Mm-hmm. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to Galatians. Let's go to Galatians 6 and read verse 7. Galatians 6, and we're going to read verse 7, bro. Let's read 7 through 10.
Okay.
When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, family, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Be not deceived. Elohim is not mocked.
Mm-hmm.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Yay.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Mm-hmm.
But he that soweth of the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting.
That's right.
And let not us be weary in well doing.
Don't lose heart. Stay dedicated to the work now. That's all he tells you. Don't lose heart in well doing. Don't lose heart in alms deed. Don't lose heart in being humble and meek and caring towards your brother and sister. Don't lose heart in doing. Look, brother, I know it get hard sometimes. You be getting all work. You try to keep your eyes open and trying to get your lesson together, and your eyes keep closing. But you know you got to put that pen in the paper. Don't lose heart, man. Don't lose heart when your mama and daddy and brothers and sisters, husband, wife, whoever tell you crazy for doing what you're doing. Don't lose heart and well doing. Continue to read.
For in due season we shall reap if we faint.
If you what?
If we faint
If
not.
you faint not.
As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men.
Unto all men, but what?
Especially unto them who are of the household of faith.
How you living? How you living? Especially unto those who are the household of faith.
Mm-hmm.
See? I ain't even gonna say nothing. Y'all write them 4 Maccabees down. That's a lot of eating right there. But that's basically talking about the mindset and the reasoning, being consistent and persistent no matter what comes up. All right, y'all write both of them 4 Maccabees down, and we're gonna go back to 2nd Maccabees. We got a few more after this, then we out of here.
Yeah, you go skip.
Oh no, I'm saying we need to do that Sirach. Sirach 51. Let me get it pulled up in the room. Yeah, we need to do the Sirach. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let me get it pulled up in the room for the brothers and sisters who ain't got it. Sirach 51. Sirach 51, and we're going to read verses 13 through 20. 13 through 20, brother. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so Ecclesiasticus chapter 51, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
When I was yet young, or ever I went abroad, I desired wisdom openly in my prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I prayed for her before the temple and will seek her out even to the end.
He prayed for her in the temple of his mind. He said he's going to seek her out even. Man, look, when you become unteachable, you're unusable. You think you ain't never got it all now. Mm-hmm. Somebody can tell you something, teach you something. Mm-hmm. He said, I prayed for her before the temple and I will seek her out even unto the end. Continue to read.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Even from the flower to the grape was ripe, hath my heart delighted in her. Mm-hmm. My foot went in the right way. From my youth up sought I after her.
Did you see what he just said? He said from the flower to the grape. From the time that I started on this thing till it came full blossom to a ripe grape, I was seeking wisdom. And even after that, I still kept my foot in the right way, man.
Consistent.
Consistent and persistent.
Yes, sir.
He never stopped.
Yeah.
These are the characteristics of a dedicated lifestyle. Go ahead.
16.
Look what it say.
I bowed down mine ear
and
what?
What?
And received her and got much learning.
Man, if you just step toward the Lord a little bit. See, I'm gonna tell you, I be sitting up in my room, and my wife got used to me now. But I be sitting in my room just doing this right here. And I said, oh, okay. She said, what did he give you, baby? She know that. What did he give you?
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna write it down for I ain't gonna tell you nothing. Don't tell me. No. If you just lean your head just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Just lean down to him. Reach out toward him. Just a little bit. He gonna give you much learning.
Yes, sir.
Dude, get in your room by yourself and just be still. Meditate on scripture and watch the Most High start pouring in your spirit, man.
Every time.
Every time, ain't it, brother?
Every time.
Because you just leaned your ear down just a little bit. Go ahead, bro.
17. I profited therein. Therefore will I subscribe the glory unto him
Yes,
that
sir.
giveth me wisdom.
And all praise, we always say,
Yes, sir.
all praise to the Most High for his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Go ahead and read.
For I purpose to do after her. And earnestly I followed that which is good. So I shall not be confounded.
He said he purposed. There was one of them characteristics again. He purposed in his mind, man, no matter what, I'm going to seek out wisdom. I'm going to get me some reading in, some praying in, some meditating in. You understand? If I got to wait till the baby go to sleep, or I got to give him some, what you call that stuff, melatonin. I'm going to get my scripts in. Huh?
Yes, sir.
I done made it plain today. Look here, baby. I need you to leave me alone about 10, 15 minutes. Whatever I got to do. Just give me these 15, 20 minutes. I got to get this in. Because I have the purpose in my heart. I'm going to spend this time with the Most High.
Right.
I got to hear from him. I'm seeking after something. Go ahead, brother.
19. My soul hath wrestled with her.
Yes,
And
sir.
in my doings I was exact.
Yes, sir.
I stretched forth my hands to the heaven above and bewailed my ignorance of her.
That's right.
I directed my soul unto her, and I found her in
Pure.
pureness.
That's right.
I have had my heart joined with her from the beginning. Therefore shall I not be forsaken.
Man, he kept using words like directed, wrestle, purpose. All them characteristics we read about. Bow down my ear. All them type of words, man. That's a man that focused
Yes, sir.
on wisdom
Yes,
and
sir.
gaining the knowledge of the Most High. Let's go to the next place. All right, we skipping that 4 Maccabee. We're going to go back to 2nd Maccabee. Got a few scripts. Then after that 2nd Maccabee, we got about 4 more. Then we out of here. We go back to 2nd Maccabees. Just looking at different layers and steps to dedication, man. 2nd Maccabees, and we go on to chapter 2, and we're gonna read verse 9. 2nd Maccabees 2, yeah. We're gonna read 9 through 18. I'm doing 2nd Maccabees 2, 9. There we go. 9 through 18, Hebrew, when you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Okay, family, so verse 9. It was also declared that he being wise offered a sacrifice of dedication and of the finishing of the temple. And as when Moses prayed unto the Most High, the fire came down from heaven and consumed the sacrifices.
Who did it? Go ahead.
Even so Solomon also. And the fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering.
Did y'all catch that? The mediator and the one who was the prototype of Christ's kingdom. The wisest man in the world who had peace in his kingdom. And Moshe, the intercessor, both gave sacrifices. Just as Yeshua did.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all catch that? And then the fire came down from heaven. See, I want the fire. Every time I pray the Most High, I pray that the fire come down and accept my prayer. Because I'm walking in that way. And look, Moses was dedicated. Solomon got that temple built, didn't he?
Oh, yes, sir.
Didn't Moses build the tabernacle? He got the tabernacle built, didn't he?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And Moses said, because the sin offering was not to be eaten, it was consumed. So Solomon kept those 8 days. The same thing also were reported in the writings and commentaries of Nehemiah.
The Nehemiah, but go ahead.
And how he founding a library gathered together the acts of the kings and the prophets and of David and the epistles of the kings concerning the holy gifts. In like manner, also Judas gathered together all those things that were lost by reason of the war we had.
These are all the different dedications y'all seeing, y'all reading about throughout the centuries throughout the year, all these brothers kept rededicating and rededicating their temple.
Mm-hmm.
All these brothers had a purpose, had a mind to do the things of the Lord and to cleanse the places of God.
Mm.
You read about them, all these Moses.
Mm-hmm.
We read about the vessels and numbers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't read about the Solomon temple. We know about that.
Mm-hmm.
How he all the stuff he had, he did that.
Yes, sir.
Right? You read about David wanted to build a temple.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Then Judas, he cleansed the temple. We read about all this. Go ahead and read, bro.
And they remain with us.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore, if ye have need thereof, send some to fetch them unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we then are about to celebrate the purification we have written unto you,
Good.
and ye shall also do well if you keep the same day.
And we try to keep these same days.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a gathering tomorrow, are we not, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
We hope also that the Elohim that delivered all his people and gave them all an inheritance and the kingdom and the priesthood and the sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
as he promised in the law, will shortly have mercy upon us and
Mm-hmm.
gather us together out
Yes,
of
sir.
every land under heaven
Yes,
into
sir.
the holy place.
Into the holy place.
For he has delivered us out of great troubles and have purified the place.
Man, all praises, man. That's what we looking for, and that's what we hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go get the keys to solving the mystery of dedication. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs the 2. Yeah, that's what I want. Proverbs the 2. Proverbs the 2. We're gonna read verses 1 through 8. Y'all hang with it. We got 1, 2, 3 more, and we out of here. After Proverbs. Proverbs the 2, verses 1 through 8. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so we have Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee,
Mm-hmm.
so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and incline thine heart to understanding,
Mm-hmm.
yea, if thou criest after knowledge and lifted up thy voice for understanding,
Mm-hmm.
if thou seekest her as silver
Yes, sir.
and searchest for her as for hid treasures,
Mm-hmm.
then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord
Mm.
and find the knowledge of God.
Oh, the
Mm.
secret thing. Going back to
Yes,
Proverbs
sir.
29.
Mm.
The secret thing belongs to the Lord our God.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that he has revealed unto us belongs to our children, for us,
Mm-hmm.
forever and forever.
Yes.
See, now we unlocking how to be consistent, persistent, how to have these different traits and characteristics by what? Seeking after him. And he going to give you wisdom and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
He told him in the parable, he said, hey, we speaking in the parable because it ain't given unto them, but unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
The mystery of dedication. Go ahead, brother.
For the Lord giveth wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Out of his mouth cometh understanding. Cometh knowledge and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
He led up sound wisdom for the righteous.
It's all good.
He is a buckler to them that walk upright.
Mm-hmm.
He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserves the way of the
So he still is the one in control, even if be preserving the ways of the saints.
Mm-hmm.
He's in control of it if you seeking after wisdom. Continue to read it. We down to that was it.
Yeah,
That was it on that.
Yeah.
That was it on that. Okay, let's go to Ecclesiastes.
What about the 2 Peter?
Oh yeah, we need to do 2 Peter. Yeah, let's go to 2 Peter. You right, bro. Thank you. 2 Peter.
This for 2-3 days now.
What, 2 Peter?
First and second.
Yeah, okay. 2 Peter, all praise. All praise. 2 Peter, the 1, we're going to read 3 through 11. 3 through 11, bro. Three through 11.
Verse 3 through 11.
Mm-hmm.
All right, family. So 2 Peter 1, verse 3. According as his divine power has given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness.
So you ain't got no reason or no excuse not to be dedicated. Because he can give you all things that pertain to life, physical, and godliness, spiritual. Go ahead.
Through knowledge of him that hath called us to glory and virtue,
Just read about that in the proverb. Go ahead and read.
whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature. And that's not sin.
That's right.
Having escaped corruption that is in the world through love.
So he's telling you the payoff of being consistent and persistent, of being dedicated. Go ahead and read.
And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue,
yes, sir.
and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity.
So these are all the building blocks to unlocking the mysteries of dedication and to stay in the way. Keep reading, bro.
For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of the Master Yeshua HaMashiach.
Go ahead, brother.
But he that lacketh these things is blind.
He that lacketh these things is dedicated to the lake. Go ahead.
He cannot see afar off.
That's right.
And hath forgotten that he was purged from his old sin.
That's right.
Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
You see that? Go ahead.
For if you do these things, you shall never fall.
All right.
For
go ahead. Now you
yeah. Okay. For so an interest shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of the Master and Savior Yeshua HaMashiach.
All right. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 9. Ecclesiastes 9. See what Solomon got to say about it. Ecclesiastes 9, gonna read one verse, verse 11. Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11.
Okay, yeah, wait on me. I'm sitting up here reading. Go ahead.
I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill. But time and chance happen to them all.
But time and chance. So they're going right back to that Proverbs 16 and 33 we read. About the casting the lot. It seemed like it's inadvertent or circumstantial deal, but God is still in charge of all that.
That's right.
They go right back to that 16 and 30, Proverbs 16, 33. Same thing. Going right back. We take you full back circle now. Now let's go to the last place. Look at this. Never give up. Endeavor to persevere. The definition of endeavor is trying hard to do or achieve something. An attempt to achieve a goal. The definition of persevere is to continue on a course of action, even in the face of difficulty or with little or no prospect of, even when it don't look like it's worth nothing. That's what I'm saying. Endeavor, purpose in your mind to persevere no matter what. Purpose in your mind no matter who come, who go, what come, what go, what go down, what go up. Purpose in your heart to endeavor to persevere. When that man said that in that movie, endeavor to persevere, it was doing a trail of tears. A heathen man told him, even though y'all going through this here, endeavor to persevere. And that's what the same thing the Most High, when I heard that, I was sitting in the bed, my wife said, what's wrong with you now? I said, I just thought about something. And I thought it took me back to that. And I don't even know why he put it on my mind, but now I do. This dude was getting done up by a heathen, dusted up by a heathen. They was on the trail of tears, family killed, and the white man told him, endeavor to persevere. Same thing, I said, man, we're going to do all this stuff, all this drama. The Most High telling us, endeavor to persevere.
Yes, sir.
And no matter what, no matter who, hold on, man.
Yes, sir.
Endeavor to persevere. Wisdom of Solomon, land place. Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon. Let me get it up in the room for the people. Wisdom of Solomon, man. Last place. I added this at the end. For the endeavor to persevere. Wisdom of Solomon 6. Let me get it. Wisdom of Solomon 6. And we're going to pick it up at verse 10, just 3 verses of script. We're going to read 10 through 12. What do it say?
So verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
For they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy. And they that have learned such things shall find what to answer.
So you can keep holiness unholy?
I guess.
You know what it is? Self-righteousness.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm.
Holier than thou.
Mm.
You got to keep holiness humbly.
Mm-hmm.
You still, through all that right there, you still got to be humble and meek.
Mm-hmm.
What we talking about? They that keep holiness holily.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a teacher of the law, an elder of a class, and be jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
You keeping the law, you handling the holy word of the Most High, but you ain't keeping it holily.
Mm.
The book say there's one that teaches many, but yet is unprofitable to himself.
That's right.
So you can keep holiness unholily.
Mm.
Start at the top, read it again, brother.
Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
For they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy.
Mm-hmm.
And they that have learned such things shall find what to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore set your affections upon my words. Desire them, and ye shall be instructed.
What did he say?
Wisdom is glorious, and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her.
That's the lesson.
Hallelujah.
That's the lesson, man. The mystery of dedication.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Belief
sir.
and obedience to the law. Or as the scriptures call it, Hakmah, wisdom.
Mm.
Let me get this back in the room. I'll share a screen. Let me stop the screen share. We back in the building. All right. All praise to the Most High. Tomorrow we will be in class at 1 p.m. I forgot to put the doggone address back up here again. Hold on, family. Let me type it in the room here. What's the name of that place? Luxury Affair. Yeah. We will be at the Luxury Affair for Saturday class, and we're gonna be at the Luxury Affair for. There it is, right there. We get this in the room up here, man. Put it in the chat. Gonna put it in the chat. That's where we're gonna be at. We're gonna be at the Luxury Affair at 1 p.m. for the Saturday class. Brother Amnon is doing lessons. I think you read for him.
Yeah.
Brother Zai's gonna be reading for him, and we're gonna put that up in the. We're gonna be meeting for Saturday class. Then we're gonna have a break, and then we're gonna come back that evening to celebrate or commemorate the feast of dedication. Soon as the sun go down, it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Hey, gonna be some strong drink going on up in there. You know, we're gonna have a good time fellowship with our brothers and sisters. I know we got some people in town. Got D-Row and his rib here.
Yes.
So I think some other people coming from out of town. And of course, the Brews and She Brews is here in town. We're gonna be college gating. There's an address that's in the chat. Once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for y'all prayers and y'all support of the channel. And you got anything, bro? Y'all got anything?
No, man. Peace, love to y'all, brothers, man, and sisters.
Yes, sir. What you got, D-Rod? I know you got something, man.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, man. Hope folks is edified.
Yes, sir.
All praise.
Stay dedicated to the cause, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I told you. I was thinking about you, D-Row.
Yes,
I was saying to myself when we go live, I was gonna do it like you. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, but that's real though, bro. And see, that's why I'm telling people about this mindset about being dedicated, man. I don't think that people can hear it enough. Like I said, I know Young Lion did it, some on dedication.
Yeah.
We got this one. Charles mentioned some dedication in his lesson. I know brother, me and him, the brother was talking earlier this week. So it's evident that the people need to hear it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I told the brew, maybe somebody get it, but the majority of the people, they won't get it. But it's gonna be a witness anyway. So y'all need to be taking heed to these words, man. Trying y'all best to follow through this thing. And with that, I usually play Kingdom over everything, but I'm gonna end it with this one right here. But y'all good, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm
All
good.
praise to the Lord.
All right. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power. The power of Abraham and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob.
Which one would you rather be, motivated or dedicated? You know what I'm saying? People saying that they want to be, I want to be motivated. Hopping on my stone like, head on my pillow, meditate. Conversating with the people, getting to know his voice.
And I appreciate y'all, brothers, man.
Oh, praise man. I'll tell you something. It's just funny though. Last week when you was opening up for Young Lions, I heard you talking. I was just sitting there like, I miss you.
Maybe the ministry you
Yeah,
got,
man. I'm serious. See, I'm serious.
Man, all praise, brother. I've been trying to get you period.
Yeah, man.
Everybody, man. I'm like, man, we ain't been together a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we got the whole month with
All
us.
praise to the Most High, brother.
We got the I'm trying to take it already. That's what it's right over 17 hours.
Yeah.
Ah. I said, boy, I want to get this.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They pop the shoes up in there. They pop the shoes back up in there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, those mules up in there.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I saw it that one other time.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
What's your name? Logan? Off? Okay.
Yeah, I seen that one back on there on set.
Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? What it means to be Israelite? So you see, motivation is real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's basically a sugar rush. When you think about all the desired a short-term sugar rush. Right? But when the circumstances change, so is your motivation.
But they get me from the east.
Dedicated to the
Huh? Yes. Everybody want to bring this up to the class. I'm gonna load it up and I'm gonna take it on down. I'm gonna let me say yes, so let's see if they go with it. I'm all about this. Yeah, since we still gonna do the anybody that's still holding on at the class, gonna be at the class tomorrow. Let me stop this music. I forgot all about that. Bring your stuff to the class tomorrow, and we're gonna load the back of my truck up, and me and my real gonna head down there to the mission. We already got the okay from the dude from the mission. We know what doors and stuff we can go in and out of. We know all that. So if you plan on contributing to the arms deed tomorrow, bring the stuff to the class tomorrow. I'm gonna load it up, and we're gonna get on down there and give it to the homeless people, the mission and everything. So got a lot of moving parts tomorrow. We got class, we got arms deed, and we got dedication tomorrow. So yes, sis, we are doing arms deed. Whatever you got, just bring it. We're gonna load it up and take it down there. So I appreciate you reminding me of that. I sure forgot. But yeah, it's still on. It's still on. So hey, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat night. Hope y'all get some rest. And most high willing, we'll see y'all in the AM.
Yes, sir.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.